Welcome back to the NHL on MHS.
Scores! It's in scoring!
What a shot!
Shot scores!
That is your winner.
Scores! A highlight reel goal as the Panthers are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
We welcome you to LA as it's Kopitar night here at the Crypto.com Arena and a big matchup here in the Western Conference wildcard race. The Kings barely in a playoff spot right now. The Predators just right behind them right now as we speak. This is a big game for these two teams in their playoff races. Hello everybody, I'm Max. Glad you can be with us here on our late broadcast here on Thursday Night Hockey on the NHL and MHS. As I mentioned on the start of the broadcast, it is Kopitar's legacy night. They will have a ceremony for him in just a few moments, and we'll listen in obviously on what the ceremony will pertain. And obviously Kopitar retiring after this season, it would be something if his team can make the playoffs. But the Kings have really struggled this season. They are the second fewest in regulation wins with 19 in the National Hockey League this season, but they are in the playoffs right now. But they're going to be looking at the scoreboards right now. The Jets lost to Dallas 3-0, so they don't have to worry about the Jets. But right now they're focusing on the Sharks right now in Toronto, and that matchup's going on there. Obviously, the Kopitar Legacy night here. We'll see what the ceremony pertains here, obviously. Kings 4-3-3 in their last 10 games. This is a big game for them. They won their last game in overtime 2-1 to the St. Louis Blues, who have also been surging for a wild card positioning there, and a huge 2 points for the Kings at home. They've kind of struggled here at home. They're 11-17-8 at home. So, I mean, they got to get home ice going here if they want to get a playoff spot for sure. The LA Kings need it, and the special teams have been quite terrible, to say the least. 17.7% effectiveness on the power play. That's 26th ranked in the league, and their penalty kill is 29th ranked in the National Hockey League. It has not been a good year for special teams for the Los Angeles Kings. For the Nashville Predators, it looked like a couple months ago they weren't even in the race to even be close to a playoff spot right now, but Stamkos has led the way, and they're 5-4-1. They're on a 3-game losing streak, though, heading into this game. This is going to be 2 meetings in 5 days between these two teams tonight and Monday. These are going to be big points. Nashville, with 8 games remaining in their season, have 77 points. Sharks have 9 games remaining with 77 points. They're playing tonight. And the Kings right now in the playoff spot, 78 points with 8 games remaining in their wild card standings. It is tight. Winnipeg lost there. They got 7 games remaining with 76 points. So a lot of teams racing to the end. Kraken have 9 games remaining with 75 points, and the Blues 74 with 8 games remaining. So it's tight in the Western Conference, and we probably won't know what will happen. This is a back-to-back for the Kings, obviously. They played last night to the St. Louis Blues. They won in overtime. So maybe they can get some momentum here. They finally won on home ice, so we'll see that. As for the Nashville Predators, though, they've been a little bit better. They're 12th ranked power play, and they have an 81.1% effectiveness on the penalty kill. But they got to get out of this losing skid that they're having late in the season. This could depend. If they continue like this, it could determine if they don't make the playoffs or not. It determines their playoff fate, as obviously it is 2 big points here on the line here on Thursday Night Hockey. We are just 16 days from the playoffs. We will be back with Kopitar's ceremony here on this legacy night, as we will be right back here on the NHL and MHS late night Thursday Night Hockey. We'll be back, everybody.
individual who has accomplished milestones never before done in franchise history, including one we focus on tonight, becoming the Kings' all-time leading scorer. We honor a future Hall of Famer that is concluding an amazing 20-year NHL career, spent, of course, entirely as a King. For these 20 seasons, we all have had the privilege of watching one of the game's all-time greats, Anze Kopitar. His commitment to excellence, unselfish play, and team-first mentality has endeared him to all of us, and more importantly, to his teammates, coaches, and opponents. To help us celebrate, please welcome Anze's wife, Ines, daughter, Neja, son, Jakob, his father, Matty, his mom, Mattea, brother, Gaspar, sister-in-law, Kelsey, and nieces, Tessa and Kenna. Also with us, the Kings president, Hall of Famer Luc Robitaille. Also welcome King great and former GM. He's the guy who drafted Anze in 2005, Dave Taylor. A teammate of Anze's for 7 seasons and a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Jarrett Stoll. Another teammate of Anze's for 11 seasons and also a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. Pretty good in overtime, too, Alec Martinez. We now call your attention to the video boards and Isaiah Mustafa.
$1,308 points. That's what it took Anze Kopitar to become the all-time leader in points for the Los Angeles Kings. But it's more than just a number. Let's get into it. Now, when you break it up, that's 450 goals, 858 assists, and there's a lot of names that made that happen. 104 different LA Kings assisted on Kopitar's 450 goals. The most by any teammate is also 104, and that honor belongs to Drew Doughty. Just one more than Dustin Brown. Funny enough, 4 of those assists came from goaltenders. It's the least he could do, considering he scored on 152 different goaltenders throughout his career. 98 Kings have an assist from Kopitar. Dustin Brown tops that list with 136 coming from Kobe. That's more than 40% of his career totals. In fact, Kopitar accounts for more than 20% of the goals scored by 12 of his former and current teammates. And then there's the record itself, which was set February 7th, 1981, by Marcel Dion. That's 6 years, 6 months, and 17 days before Anze Kopitar was even born. It took Anze 1,505 games, over 7,099 days to even reach that milestone. And that doesn't even include the 27 goals and 62 assists he collected during the playoffs.
Moving it along! He scored! Kopitar!
It's almost impossible to wrap your head around how one man could be responsible for all this, all while winning 2 Celtics, 3 Lady Bings, 2 Stanley Cups, and always putting the team first. Just puck after puck after puck. 1,308. It's a big number. You almost have to see it to believe it.
Hall of Famer Marcel Dion had the distinction of being the Kings' all-time leading scorer for over 45 years. Just over 2 weeks ago, March 14th, the record of 1,307 points was surpassed when Anze scored twice in New Jersey. Raining down just a few moments ago from above 1,308 foam pucks to help signify the new record. And at this time, welcome to center ice, the Kings' new all-time leading scorer, the incomparable number 11, Anze Kopitar. Served as captain for 10 seasons, longer than anyone in club history. He has led the Kings in scoring 15 times in his career. In the history of the NHL, only one player has led a franchise in scoring more often: Detroit's Gordie Howe. Pretty good company. And in 2012 and 2014, he led the league in playoff scoring, with the Kings winning the Stanley Cup both years. Success is no accident. It is the result of hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, the love of what you are doing. Anze Kopitar incorporated all of these traits to achieve what can simply be said as greatness. At this time, Kings President Luc Robitaille will present Anze with a golden commemorative stick in honor of his scoring achievement. And the gift canvas you see here at center ice was created by renowned LA-based artist Jonas Never, and the design resembles the elements featured in his latest Anze Kopitar mural located at Grand Central Market. Kings fans, thanks for coming out tonight. Congratulations once again, Anze Kopitar.
Congratulations, Anze Kopitar, on your retirement.
Kopi, thank you so much for your entire career.
What a ceremony, what a night, and what a player.
Anze Kopitar. He's going to retire after this season, and what a player. Won 2 cups with the LA Kings, obviously, and scored some big goals in those Stanley Cup finals, and obviously with the one against New Jersey, he scored that big overtime goal in one of the first 2 games of that series, and he was just a great player to watch. He was great, and his career will come to an end here, as after this season he will retire. Depending, it doesn't depend whether they make the playoffs or not. It will be extended for a little bit, obviously. If they do make the playoffs, he will stick around for the rest of the season, but this could be the last time we could be seeing Anze Kopitar here in a regular season game, obviously. It's this tail end of the regular season. It's game 75 for the LA Kings, as they hope to win here. They're 30, 26, and 18, 78 points, and they have been not the best team on the home ice, as 11, 17, and 8. They have a, if you count the overtime losses, 11 and 25 at home, which is not great. They're 19, 9, and 10 on the road. They have gotten a lot of overtime losses with 18, and you could argue that's why they're even in this position right now, because they do have the second fewest regulation wins in the National Hockey League with 19. I mean, you got to get wins however you can, and man, brutal for the Kings, obviously, but they're in a playoff spot right now. They can obviously make it, but they kind of a downgrade from last year. As for the Nashville Predators, though, they were not even close to making the playoffs last year. They were terrible. 20-15-3 at home, but they're 14-6-6 on the road. They're 34-31-9, 77 points as they have more wins than the LA Kings, but less overtime losses with 9, and more regulation losses. So they have lost 3 in a row, and they have to get out of that funk right now because, I mean, 2 big points on the line here, and you could obviously make the case here that we could potentially see overtime. With how big this game is for both teams, I wouldn't be surprised, as it could benefit both teams, obviously, to get a point out of this one. It makes the race even more interesting. We'll keep an update on the San Jose and the Toronto score while we're in the broadcast, as tonight it is the tribute to Anze Kopitar as his career is coming to a close, as they honor him here tonight here in LA at the Crypto.com Arena. We'll start with our starting goalies for tonight. Number 74 for the Nashville Predators, UC Saros, 26-20-7, a 3.31 goals against average, and a save percentage of an .894, 54 games played for Saros. At the other side is Darcy Kemper, who has been their starter, kind of. 47 games played, 18, 14, and 13. His record, 2.67 goals against average, and a save percentage of .896. And so a big game. And for the Kings, they lose a player in Alex Turcotte, who had played 62 games in the season, 3 goals, 11 assists, and 14 points, and -8. But he will be out of the lineup, and Hellenius will take his place. 4 goals, 4 assists, and 8 points, and -6 as well. And 45 games played. And obviously, the captain of the LA Kings, the spotlight here in tonight's contest, but these are 2 big points on the line here, so they cannot get distracted by these festivities. Obviously, if you're the LA Kings, these are 2 big points on the line, and I bet you that Anze Kopitar knows that, and he'll try to lead his team to a victory here tonight. The Nashville Predators trying to do so as well. There's 3 shutouts for Darcy Kemper throughout this season, too. And with Saros, none. An .894 save percentage for Saros and an .896 for Kemper. So this should be an interesting one, as the LA Kings and the Nashville Predators will face off for the push for the playoffs here. 2 big points on the line here. They face each other in 2 meetings in the next 5 days as we're underway here in LA at the Crypto.com Arena. Into the corner, Dumoulin trying to use the backhand to clear it. To the opposite side it goes here for Trevor Moore. Got in away by Stamkos, who's been really good this season. O'Reilly deflected, and the crossbar is in! And they wave it off due to a high stick. And we're going to have a conference here. From my vantage point, it looked like a good goal in there. Zachary LaRue batted it out of the air. And I think it's going to be a good goal. And I don't think so.
And of course,
a high stick. They rule it on the ice. But we'll see here. Zachary LaRue knocks that. Yeah, that looks a little high there. And I don't think that's the best vantage point to see if that went in or not. But Zachary LaRue did bat that out of the air. He is celebrating, and obviously Andrew Brunette talking with the officials here. Maybe they want to challenge. We'll see.
the second.
It seems like they may want to challenge here. Zachary LaRue is incensed right now because he thought he scored. And he is talking right now, and I think we're getting a review out of this.
And
they're going to review this, I think. So just 18 seconds into the game, we might get our first goal of the contest. The top line out there was Stamkos, O'Reilly, and LaRue. Forsberg, Wood, and Marchessault, the second line. Yost, and let's see. What's the verdict?
Stick.
So now, of course,
Now they're going to review it. Now they're going to review this one. Because this is not the best angle we have here. There's probably a different angle where we can tell, oh, that might be on the crossbar. Maybe a little higher. From that vantage point, you really can't tell. So we may or may not have our first goal of the game here. It all depends. We'll see as they're reviewing this in Toronto. And for the LA Kings, they are hoping it is, they call is upheld here and not taken back, and obviously it will be a 1-0 lead here for Nashville. We remain scoreless for right now. 18 seconds of the first period. I'm Max. Glad you can join us here. We are reviewing a goal that might or may not count. Ugh, that is another bad angle. You can't tell. And you got to have definitive evidence of that. If it's over the crossbar, at the crossbar where he deflects it. It's a tough one. Because we don't really have good angles here. We got two different angles that I've seen here, and I have not really seen any that really prove LaRue being right here. He deflects. Oh, we're looking back at this view again. Oh, that's just tough to tell. We're going to review this then. And we'll see what the verdict is here.
After official review, it is determined that it was a high stick. We have no goal.
And so we remain scoreless. LaRue laughing that one off. And so a big call early on. As Zachary LaRue thought he got his first goal of the game here. And nope. We remain scoreless. Just 18 seconds into the game. Clark will try to move it ahead, deflected back in. As it goes for Yossi, around the boards it goes. And here come the Nashville Predators. LaRue will carry it in. O'Reilly across. The pass deflected to Stamkos on the backhand. He has it in behind the net. He circles around. He takes the shot. Deflected on goal. And Kemper makes the stop. As we'll see. That was a shot through traffic with some screen in front. The top line out there. Stamkos, LaRue, and O'Reilly. Referees tonight, Kyle Remen and Brandon Schrader. Ryan Daisy and C.J. Murray, the linesmen. Lawton trying to win the draw against Holla. It's stuck in the dot. Shot went wide by Forsberg. It goes for Marchessault to the other corner. Forsberg's tough angle shot. He scores! A tough angle shot. And Forsberg from the boards makes it 1-0 Nashville. Just 52 seconds in. Oh, wow. That is a bad one there by Darcy Kemper. Wow. So just 52 seconds in, Forsberg just throws it from the boards, from the corner. As Kemper was trying to get back into position, it sneaks through under his pad in less than a minute in. We had one disallowed, and the other one stands, and the Nashville Predators get a huge first goal here. Taken down, and now Panarin has it. One of the new acquisitions for the Kings at the trade deadline has helped the power play a little bit. Here's Panarin now. The Breadman shot! And a save made by Saros. Panarin in behind the net. Lost it to Holla in the corner. Off the glass, not out. Kempe held it in. To Panarin in the corner. He'll feed it back. Shot by Edmondson went wide. And now it is Brady Shea flipping that one out the center. Deflected. Clark will go back for the puck as he's pressured by Marchessault from behind. Edmondson got it to Kempe, and he got it out to center ice, into the middle. Here come the Kings. Matthew Joseph, taking a shot was stopped. And now it is Jost getting that out to center. Doughty plays that back. Dumoulin off the boards, deflected, no icing. Played by Saros in behind the net. So the Nashville Predators with the first goal of the game. Along the boards, the Kings were trying to get it in. Matthew Joseph couldn't, and Yost would move it ahead. Roman Yost, and then into the middle, shot. That went one wide. That chance there by Tyson Jost, and then Wood got it in behind for Evangelista. Evangelista looking to center. Pressured by Dumoulin. He'll feed it back to the point. Held in at the point, and then it's rimmed all the way around in behind the net for Jost. Tyson Jost got it. Wood fed it back to the point. Long shot, wide of the net, bounced off the boards! And can they jam it in? And they didn't. Kemper almost lets another one back in. Wow. Matthew Joseph got it out to center for Byfield, and he'll try to dump it back in, and he couldn't. Kemo will move it ahead, back in on side of the Nashville Predators. A shot blocked by Svechkov. Svechkov trying to get it again. He does. Svechkov waiting. He feeds it back. Josi, the shot went wide of the net. In the corner, Kemo. And now Svechkov in behind the net. On the pass there by Schaefer. Schaefer has it. Long shot deflected just wide by Kemo in front of the net. Cleared out to center. Here come the Kings looking to counter. Byfield shot right into the glove of Saros. We get our first whistle in a while. So the Nashville Predators scoring first. The goal by Forsberg. And they take a 1-0 lead here. It's a big hit here by Joseph on Jost. Tyson Jost right there. And a humongous hit there. As the faceoff is inside the Nashville zone, O'Reilly tried to win the draw. It's fed back to the point as Kopitar was in the dot. Panarin has it. He feeds it back. Long shot right into the glove of Saros from the blue line. Shot by Edmondson. As we get a whistle. Gotta know here, DJ Smith, Kings interim coach after replacing Jim Hiller, 6-5-4. This is the third game on the 7-game homestand for the Kings. They basically close out the season with the home games. There's Kopitar with that many points in franchise history, 13-13 as a shot by Panarin was stopped. And here come the Nashville Predators looking to counter. Josi back in on the outside. Josi shot from a tough angle. They're trying to get Kemper back on another one. Shot from the point, deflected down low. Backhand score! Zachary Leroux gets his goal, and it's 2-0 Nashville. Nice move there on the backhand right in front of Kemper at the top of the crease here by Zachary Leroux. The shot was blocked by Clark, and then Zachary Leroux with the hands there. It's only his third goal of the season with 17 games entering this one. This is his 18th game of the season, and what a move by Leroux right in front of Kemper. He beats him again. Less than 4 minutes in, the Nashville Predators with a 2-0 lead here on the road. And a huge 2-0 lead, might I add. So, Nashville with the first two goals. Forsberg and Leroux with the goals. Leroux had one at 18 seconds, but it was wiped out due to a high stick. Armia tried to feed it, could not go. Kings will have to respond here quickly if they want to get back in this one. Mikey Anderson has it, and then backhanded in by the Kings and Armia. Lon trying to go on the forecheck. He takes it away. He throws a hit. Lon gets it in the corner. Lon has it. Shot from a tough angle. Save made. Armia trying to wrap it around, and it goes to the top of the crease. Ceci holds it in. Around the boards, and it's intercepted. And it is cleared out here by Kemo out the center. Ceci has it now. Looks to move it ahead. Here come the Kings looking to counter. LaFerriere trying to cut in. On the outside, looks to center for more, and it didn't go. Byfield fed that back to the point. Dumoulin shot deflected on goal, and Saros made the stop through a screen. Dumoulin has it now. The stretch ahead. Banked it back in. Byfield trying to get it. It's stuck along the boards in the corner. Comes free for LaFerriere. Dumoulin. LaFerriere. Byfield in the corner, lost to the Jost, and he has some trouble clearing it, and he gets it to Evangelista. Try to feed it into the middle, dumped back in here by Nashville, and Perbix dumping that one back in. Cleared out to center. Josi has it, plays it across here for Shea, deflected back in. Here come the Nashville Predators back in on side. Dumped it back in, Dumoulin. And the Kings have possession once again, as Doughty will move it ahead. 3-on-2 here for the Kings. Looking to go cross ice here. The shot was fanned on there by Matthew Joseph. And Nashville got it out to center, and Shea got a little bit of bump there. Deflected back in. Malott trying to get it. Cleared out to center once again. Clark trying to regain the puck here. Schaefer has it along the boards, gets double teamed there. Svechkov goes cross ice. Schaefer right to his stick off a skate, and he'll move it ahead. Dumped back in from the blue line. Played in behind the net here, and Kopitar got it ahead here for Panarin. The top line out here for the Kings. They need to respond here, the LA Kings, if they want to get back in this one. Kempe's shot from the blue line was stopped right into the glove of Saros. We'll be back. The Nashville Predators with a quick start. Forsberg, 52 seconds in, and LaRue, less than 4 minutes in. And now we're almost 7 minutes into this first period. Nashville with a 2-0 lead. Rough start here for the Kings as they're down 2-0, and a perfect start here for Nashville. We're trailing the Kings by just 1 point in the standings for that second wild card spot. And you know, for the Kings, it's probably frustrating. They've seen it happen here a lot of times, losing at home. They've been down by goals, and it's been a common factor here in why they've not been so successful this season. They're 11-17-8 at home. And as already shown here in less than 7 minutes into the first period, Kopitar's out there with Stamkos on the face-off dot. Stamkos won the draw. Panarin trying to get it away from Perbix in behind the net. Haig is pressured from behind by Kempe. Stamkos got it free from the pile. Got it turned over. Kopitar across, and the pass couldn't go. What a defensive play. Dumoulin's shot was stopped. Kempe plays that back. Edmondson. Shot deflected by Panarin into the corner. Kopitar. Shots are 7-6 in favor of the Nashville Predators. Panarin shot it wide. Kempe in behind the net. Got it to Kopitar! And it did not go. Trying to get one here on his night here. Anze Kopitar. Clark in behind the net. And he got it out to center. Race for the puck here. Panarin and Baron. Or Barron, pardon me. Dumoulin. And there's a whistle here. And I believe maybe a penalty? We'll see. Good chances here, though, by the LA Kings after the TV timeout. They had 2 chances with Kopitar. Kopitar passed that. He could have shot that. He had some room to just shoot that puck. He tried to pass it to Kempe, and a great stick in the lane there by Nick Haig. Another face-off in the offensive zone here. Line trying to win the draw. Harlan instead wins it for Nashville. And a backhand around the boards here. Could not clear. It was Wilsby. Tied up along the boards. Armia trying to get it free. Holla got it to Marchessault, and now Forsberg in the middle. Here they come in back onside. Wilsby's shot, save made. In behind the net now. Forsberg trying to get it back. Dumoulin took it away. Line will carry it ahead through center ice. Backhands that one back in. Wide of Saros. 2-0 Nashville on 8 shots. 6 shots for the Kings, and they have not scored. As Barron will move it ahead. Evangelista. Yost will get it in the corner. And now it is played here by Ward. He'll flip it out. No. Held in by Evangelista for a moment. Then he lost it at the blue line. Hellenius was pressuring Wood. Deflected. And going back here is Anderson. Anderson for the Kings. Will try to stretch it ahead, and he couldn't. He did, and it was intercepted. Evangelista back in on side. Dumped it into the corner. Cece will get there first. Deflected up in the air. And the Kings will move it ahead. Here's Byfield. Quinn Byfield, 3-on-3 crossing the line into the middle. That pass for Ward. Now Moore in the corner. Lost it. Evangelista. Moore tried to get it back, and what a hit there by Yossi. Dumoulin will move it ahead. LaFerriere tried to dump it back in, and he couldn't. It was just blocked away there. Dumoulin plays that back here for Doughty. And here's Moore. Trevor Moore will shoot it back in from center. Saros trying to slow it down. Hagen the corner. Looks to stretch it ahead here, and it deflected, so no icing. Played by the goaltender, and Dumoulin got it. And Byfield will flip it back in from center. Kings got to get going on the offense a little bit here. Even though they have 6 shots, they got to get some quality opportunities. Nashville's been able to get some of those already here in the first part of the first period. Back in on side. Save made there on a rolling puck. Now another shot was blocked. The chance there by Svechkov. LaFerriere got it out, and it's a 2-on-2. Here come the Kings. A drop pass here for Kopitar on the backhand. Kopitar in behind the net. Kopitar waiting. Kopitar has it. Goes across the ice here. Drag move. Shot! Deflected out of play by Clark. Clark the opportunity, and it deflected out of play as he tried to pull the drag move there, and he could not. What a play there defensively, though, by Nashville. As Panarin, Kopitar, Kempe, Edmondson, and Clark out here. Kopitar has played 13 games played. Matt, that is a lot of games. Edmondson crossed the ice here for Clark at the point. Tries to move into the interior here, and he couldn't. Clark got it to Kopitar. Panarin along the half wall. No one's at the point. Out to center it goes. Clark will get it now. Kopitar plays that back here. Edmondson through the middle. Kempe trying to knock down the pass. And now Kopitar intercepts at center. Kopitar's back in. Dropped it off for Panarin. Pass for Clark was out of the reach. It goes for Kopitar in the corner. In behind the net, Shea. Pressured by Panarin off the puck. Panarin feeds that back for Edmondson, who holds it in. Shea intercepts along the boards behind his own net. O'Reilly got ahead here for Stamkos, who's been red hot for the Nashville Predators. And the reason why they've been back in the race here in the wild card chase. Anderson got it out, lining into the middle. Wright will get it. Shut it in behind the net. Willsby, big check there. Shot from the point by Anderson went wide. And it's out to center. 2-on-1 here for Nashville. They're back in on side. Drag move. Marchessault couldn't get the deflection on the pass by Wood. Here's Lawton the other way. He'll go across the ice as Cece shoots it in around the boards. Anderson plays it in behind Armia, tried to slow it down, couldn't. Willsby turned over, wide open, shot, and it missed wide. Ward with the opportunity. Ward, another shot, deflected, down low, shot. Hellenius is stopped by Saros. Marchessault flips it out to center. Dumped back in. Will it be an icing? No. Yes, it will be. Cece got there first. Face-off inside of the Predator zone once again. This is Matthew Wood trying to pass it to Marchessault, and the deflection just out of the reach. So close there for Jonathan Marchessault. And then this chance here right off the post, I think. Yeah, it did hit the post. For Ward. Kopitar with 452 career goals And he's back out there, trying to get 453. And a goal here on his farewell night, or on his legacy night, would be something, wouldn't it? Wood and Kopitar in the face-off dot. Kopitar wins the draw. Back up top, Dumoulin. Fed it in behind the net now. Panarin has it on the backhand. Got into the corner. Doughty from the boards. For Panarin on the opposite side. Feeds that back shot into the save made. Soros. Kopitar got it free from the pile. Bouncing puck comes free for Matthew Wood. He got it to Marchessault. He's getting pressured up high there. Kempe will go back for the puck. 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Kemper took a little bit of a bump there by Yost. Here comes Panarin shooting it back in from center. In behind the net, Hellenius just trying to get it. Dumoulin and is out to center once again. Kings have not had sustained pressure in the offensive zone throughout this first 12 minutes of the game here. Ward deflected. And there's a whistle here with 7:40 to go in the first period. And it's Saros' mask being unstrapped there. So we will be back 2-0 Nashville in our late game coverage of NHL and MHS. Welcome you back, everybody. 2-0. The Nashville Predators leading it here. The latest goal was by Zachary Leroux in the first 4 minutes. The Nashville Predators open up with 2 goals. Forsberg at 52 seconds, and then Leroux 3 minutes later. There's Alec Martinez. He's here. He scored a big goal for the LA Kings. Won in 2014 the game-winning goal, and game-winning goal in overtime for the Kings to win the Stanley Cup. He last won in 2023 with the Vegas Golden Knights. Won 2 times here in LA, and he's right there along the boards as he was here for the ceremonies. Kings won in 2012 and 2014, and they haven't won a series since those years, actually. Last series they won was that series against the Rangers in 2014. Alec Martinez's overtime game-winning goal. They have not advanced the second round since 2014. That'll be an icing here on Nashville with 7:33 to go in the first period, where the shots are even at 8. And this has been a trend here for the LA Kings. They have really struggled here at home, and it's shown here in this one. They have not sustained offense. And yeah, this has been a reason why they have struggled here. Nashville, though, even though they're 14, 16, and 6 on the road, they want to get this 3-game losing streak over with, and they got to get it over with now, especially with the push to the playoffs here. In behind the net, as Nashville got it out to center. It could be another 2-on-1 here. Hall, a shot, knocked down, wraparound attempt. Yost trying to bank it in. It's still loose. Is it in? No, it's not. As now everyone gets together. I don't know if that puck went in or not. Let's see here. Tyson Yost. Yeah, it was just jammed up in the skates of, they pushed it in, though. We'll see. You can argue goalie interference on that. Let's see. The puck does not cross the goal line there. No need for review. 7:16 to go in the first period. We are 7 minutes and 16 seconds away from our intermission report. And a little bit of delay here on the draw. They're going to review this again. They're going to see if that went in or not. They will review this. Wow. So we might have another review here in the first period, and I believe we do. And I don't think from any angle you can really tell. And then you could argue that Nashville just kept poking at it, even though it was covered. Yeah, that was kind of goalie interference there. Interesting. Well, they're reviewing it right now. Another review. We've had 2 reviews here in the first period. Nashville couldn't get their first goal on the review, as there's a little bit of the delay here. As I can't tell if that went in or not. You could you can make the argument that Bahala's body's blocking the. Okay, so we're not gonna review it. It was a little bit delay. Toronto maybe wanted to challenge it, maybe not. I'm not sure. There's a little bit of delay there on the draw, though. Stamkos wins the draw. O'Reilly got it to Yossi. Shot. Blocked on the way through. Yossi gets it again. Save made. What a save by Kemper in front of the net. Here comes Byfield looking the counter of Moore. Byfield in to Moore, and it didn't go. Yossi the other way. Looking to transition the other way as it's O'Reilly trying to get in the corner away from Anderson. O'Reilly trying to poke it free. They fall down. Stamkos trying to fish it free. Still in the pile. And Byfield will pass that out to center. No, Shea held it in. Deflected off something in the bench there with 6:35 to go. And another whistle. Shots are 11-7 here for the Nashville Predators. Here in this first period. And the chance here by Yossi. Big save by Kemper with the toe. Or else that's 3-0 Nashville. Wow. Big stop there by Kemper, who needed that one for sure. In LA, got to do better defensively here, as the Nashville Predators are just running around loose right now. They are just creating all the opportunities they want right now. Doughty flips that out to center. And touched up there as Schaefer was trying to get it. Couldn't. Shot back in by Armia. Around the boards. It comes, and it's now moved ahead here by Schaefer, and it's offside. 6:15 to go. As it's been a physical game here. A lot of hits so far. Delivered. Man, that's a huge hit there by Lyon on Marchessault. Wow. Got a lot more hits with DJ Smith as the interim head coach for the LA Kings. And that physicality might be the reason why they've been doing it a little bit more decently. Perbix across as Nashville won another faceoff outside of the Kings blue line. A giveaway here. Perbix shot. Blockered away into the corner in behind the net now. Schaefer trying to get it free. Loose puck in front. Schaefer gets it from the boards. He'll play that back to the point. Fakes the shot. Now another shot. That one knocked down in front of the net as Kemmel was trying to get it. And out the center. Perbix going for the puck here. Pressured from behind there by Lawton. Here come the Preds the other way. Dumped back in here by Svechkov. Collision there at the blue line as a penalty upcoming, and it's going against the Kings. An interference call.
Low to the box.
Los Angeles
on the power play.
We'll be back in just a moment. 2-0. Nashville leading it, and they'll have a power play. Welcome you back, everybody, and we're back here in LA. 2-0 lead here for the Nashville Predators over the LA Kings here in the push for the playoffs on our Thursday night edition of the NHL on MHS, the push to the playoffs, as these are two big points on the line here between the Predators and the Kings. And Edmondson goes to the box off a little shove there, you could argue, on Svechkov, and that's an interference call. And so Nashville will get the power play here and see if they can make it a 3-0 lead. We'll see. Lyons in the faceoff dot. He is one of the best while short-handed this season in winning draws. He wins another one. And Byfield has the puck, and he'll get it out down the length of the ice. Bouncing puck on Saros. He makes the stop. Josi has the puck now. Josi spins back. Drop pass here for Marchessault. He'll carry it ahead through center ice. With 5:15 to go, O'Reilly, Forsberg, dumped around the boards. Line trying to get it. Line trying to clear it. Blocked away by Stamkos. Marchessault on the goal line. Backhands that to the point. Forsberg along the wall. Plays that back for Josi. Stamkos is in a circle right now. He's trying to get that one-timer. He tries to get it. Save made. Marchessault on the rebound was stopped. Forsberg lost it in the corner, and it's cleared by the Kings. Good chance there for Stamkos and Marchessault in front of the net. They have 16 shots here in the first period already, the Nashville Predators. They've been dominant offensively here and good defensively so far. Haula back in. Pass couldn't connect for Stamkos. Cleared down the length of the ice once again. 50 seconds to go here on the power play. Shea has the second unit on here for Nashville. Shea drops it off here for Evangelista. Haula give and go with Evangelista. Wood along the wall. Blocked away by Dumoulin. Moore trying to go in short-handed. He instead dumps it back in. LaRue will get it now with half a minute to go on this power play. Shea carries it through center. Fires it back in. Wood trying to get on the forecheck away from Anderson. The referee fell down. Shot from the boards was stopped there by Kemper. Armia trying to clear it. LaRue got it poke checked away, and it's cleared again. Evangelista trying to get that pass there for Wood. It would have been a rush there for the Predators. Did not go. Haig off the bench. Power play over for Nashville. They're 0 for 1. Evangelista got hit on the dump in. 3.5 to go. We'll see if Kings can develop any kind of momentum out of that penalty kill there, as they have not been the best team penalty kill wise, the LA Kings, but maybe they can get some momentum there off that penalty kill. We'll see, as Panarin will stretch across ice, try to at least, but the pass is knocked down by Yost. It was intended there for Kopitar, and here comes Schaefer through the middle. Yost will carry it back in. Tyson Yost got in the corner. Schaefer Yost trying to battle it free. He gets the puck now. Yost to the goal line now out in front. It's still loose. They jam at it. Kemper covers. Nashville is just dominating this game offensively right now, and Darcy Kemper is keeping the Kings alive in this one after letting up 2 goals in the first 4 minutes. As the shots are 18-7 in favor of the Predators. Man, oh man, it is just offense, offense, offense for the Nashville Predators right now. Man, oh man. It has been crazy right now. Wow. Kemper's keeping them in this game. Clark flips it out to center and knocked down there. Kemmel had it, and here comes Kemmel back in on side. Kemmel fakes the shot as he lost the handle. Kemmel waiting, fires into the netting. .232 to go away from our intermission report here on the NHL and MHS. A late one here, obviously. Nashville and the Kings. As we'll have our intermission report coming up next. We'll go over the scores around the National Hockey League in our intermission report and talk about what the Kings need to do here to try to get some momentum back on their side of things and what has Nashville done right here in this first period. We will talk about that all in our intermission report just coming up next in the next .232 of the first period to pass by here. Barron tried to hold it in. He did. O'Reilly lost it at the blue line. Here come the Kings. LaFerriere charges it in. And the pass for Byfield didn't connect completely there. It's stuck along the boards now. LaFerriere trying to dig it free. He does. It popped into the middle. And Stamkos got it out. More. And now here come the Kings back in again. LaFerriere trying to pass it for Byfield. He gets it to him. Byfield plays that back. Clark across for Anderson. He winds and fires, and they missed wide. Byfield plays that back. Clark, Byfield again. Along the boards. Shoots it towards the net. Deflected on goal. It's loose puck in the front of the net. Stamkos. 1:44 to go in the first period as the Kings trailing by 2. Anderson got it out to center. Back in on side. This is dumped back in here by the Kings by Ward. CC. Hellenius will get in the corner. We're going to score here in the final minute. Anderson waiting. Fires. Deflected on goal, and Saros made the stop. It's been on the outside, and the penalty upcoming here, and we get pushy along the boards with 80 seconds to go. As everyone gets together now, there's a penalty initially called here, and I think it's going against Nashville. As everyone gets together along the glass. Let's see what the penalty call is, though.
Just talk about
Nashville 76, 2-minute Marner, holding.
Holding the call here, and so Brady Shea will go to the box, and so the Kings have a important power play upcoming here. They are 26th ranked in the National Hockey League on their power play, but they have been a little bit better with Panarin in the fold. And they got a huge power play goal to tie their game against St. Louis last night. And so, we'll see here. They've been 11th since they've gotten the Breadman on the power play. They were 29th before. Cleared down the length of the ice. Clark will get it now. Played by Kemper, and he got it to Clark. Clark will drop it off. Here for LaFerriere. Got it to Kopitar, back in. Panarin circled at the blue line there. Here come the Nashville Predators trying to go in shorthanded. They couldn't. LaFerriere drop pass here for Kopitar with less than a minute to go here in the first. Cross the ice, it goes for Kempe in the corner. Kempe a backhand around to the opposite side here for Kopitar trying to get it. LaRue poked free. LaFerriere held in the blue line by Clark. Long shot, deflected wide. Kopitar got it to Kempe in the corner. 40 seconds to go here in the period. Back for Clark. Panarin along the half wall. Back to Clark at the blue line. Clark back for Panarin. Panarin waiting. He waits and shoots! Save made by Saros. with 29.6 to go. They've been kept to the outside here, the Kings. They have not been able to get interior, obviously, on the Nashville Predators. They haven't been able to get a slot shot, it seems like, up tight or up close to Saros. And it's just been a long-distance shots. See if they can score here in the next 29.6, and then the power play will carry over. They don't. Clark holds it in. Got it down low. LaFerriere tries to go across the ice. Kopitar got taken down. Panarin couldn't hold it in with his skate. Now a race with the puck here. Yost way out of the net is Kemper. And an open net for O'Reilly. Yost missed an open net. Penalty upcoming. It's going against the Kings. Yost will get it now. And there's a whistle. There's a whistle. And what's the penalty?
Did somebody throw a stick here?
We'll see.
There's been a penalty shot awarded on the play to 90 Nashville. The goaltender LA 35 throws his stick.
Yep, that's what he did.
Oh, penalty shot. Kemper threw his stick, and with 8.8 to go in the first, a penalty shot here for O'Reilly, who has 24 goals in the season. Let's see this replay. Oh, yes, he did. He did throw his stick, or else O'Reilly would have made it 3-0. I didn't see that initially, but it is true. O'Reilly, it is a penalty shot being awarded here. And so the Nashville Predators with a chance here for a 3-0 lead on this penalty shot attempt here for O'Reilly, who has 24 on the season, 66 points. Just behind Forsberg for the team lead in 67 points. O'Reilly in the shootout, and the shootout kind of type here as it's going to be a penalty shot. Penalty shot here for O'Reilly to make it 3-0. Ryan O'Reilly picks up the puck now. He'll carry it ahead. O'Reilly for the 3-0 lead. Save made by Kemper with the blocker. Huge save there by Darcy Kemper to keep the game 2-0. A penalty shot there by O'Reilly, and he was stopped by the blocker. And this could honestly be a 5-4-0 lead here for Nashville, if not for some big saves here by Kemper. They'll remain on the power play, though, the LA Kings. 8.8 to go in the first. The faceoff, I believe, will stay in the LA zone, and it will. Lawton and Halla in the faceoff dot. Off the draw. Line trying to get it free. Doughty around the boards. Not cleared out of the zone just yet. Comes loose. Edmondson trying to kill off the time, and he does. Scoreless first period here for the LA Kings. And for Nashville, they have a 2-0 lead going into the second period. They outshot the Kings 18-9, at least for the moment, in a dominating first period that could have honestly been a 4-5-0 lead for the Nashville Predators. But the Kings are still in it. They'll still have a power play when we return. We'll be back with our intermission report coming up next here on the NHL and MHS. Welcome you back, everybody, to our intermission report on the NHL on MHS. Welcome you back in, everybody. It's a late broadcast, so there's not as much people as we usually get here on our broadcast. I was expecting that. Yeah, it's a late one. I get it. I am a little tired too, so don't worry. I understand. For the ones that are tuned in with us, here is our score update. 2-0 lead here for the Nashville Predators. Power play for LA coming in with 40 seconds into the second period. This was the goal by Forsberg after the goal by LaRue got wiped off the board. This was a chance here around the corner. Forsberg just threw it from the goal line, basically from that corner, and it got in. And Marchessault and Holl with the assist at 52 seconds. 1-0 Nashville. Then LaRue got a good one here. A shot block in front by, I believe, Clark. Came free for LaRue. Puts the backhand home. Right in front. An unlucky bounce there for the Kings. Face-offs in favor of the Kings, 59% to 41 of Nashville. And for both of these teams who are watching that San Jose Toronto game, it is 3-1 in favor of the San Jose Sharks. These are the stats of the first period for these two teams. 18-9, the shots favoring Nashville. Domination. They had a penalty shot too. O'Reilly could not score on it late in the period. Look at all this stats. Man, oh man. Nashville won in a shootout on October 25th. They meet again 4 days from now on the 6th. That should be a good matchup. Let's go over the scores around the National Hockey League while we're at it here on our intermission report. 3-1 Oilers. That one just ended. 3-3 now. Golden Knights and the Flames. A power play goal just moments ago has tied the game. It was 3-2 in favor of the Flames at one point, but now it's 3-3 in Vegas. 3-1 Sharks. 3-2 Mammoth, who hold the first wild card spot in the West over the Kraken, who are desperately needing points right now, as the Kraken were leading this game, actually, 2-0, and they have choked it. And Mammoth on the power play, that must have been a double minor or something, because they have 2:05 left on their power play right now. Our game 2-0. The final scores around the National Hockey League: Senators 4-1 over the Sabres, 6-3 Lightning over the Penguins, 2-1 Panthers over the Bruins. The game-winning goal by Bennett. Canadiens, Caulfield scoring twice in that game. Late in the third period to get the game winner. Red Wings with a huge win on the road in Philadelphia, and they're just behind Ottawa by no points, but just by regulation wins, I believe. 5-1 Hurricanes, 7-3 Devils. Holy moly, that puts a dent in the Capitals' hopes for the playoffs and Ovi's chance to try to get back in. A lot of scoring in New Jersey. Holy moly. 3-0 Stars in Dallas, a huge win for the Dallas Stars. Duchesne, Huru, and Ernie with the goals in the game. They were pretty dominant after they have been struggling for a little bit. Wild clinch a playoff spot, so is the Hurricanes. They win 5-2 over the Canucks. Boldy, Willander, 2-1, and then it was 2-2. Kaprizov got the game-winning goal in that one, as the Canucks shocked the world yesterday with the April Fool's game with the avalanche of the Canucks. 8-6 final on that one. It was not April Fool's anymore, and they fell back to reality. As Savoy got the game-winning goal in this Oilers-Blackhawks game. They outshot the Hawks 38-18. They win by a final score of 3-1. They put the empty net goal to put the game away. And yeah, that's all the scores around the National Hockey League right now. A lot of games happening today. Only 2 tomorrow. The Blues and the Ducks, and I believe the Flyers and the Islanders. So big points on the line there for both teams. And we'll see how that turns out. We'll be back in just a moment on our intermission report, late night edition of Thursday Night Hockey. We'll be back. Welcome you back, everybody, for the second period between the Kings and the Nashville Predators. Kings down 2-0 to the Nashville Predators as LaRue and Forsberg getting the goals. Forsberg with team-leading points with 68 with his 35th goal of the season. And LaRue with his third of the season. Third point of his season was his 18th game of the season. And the Kings on Kopitar's night down 2-0. A brutal first period for them as they allowed a lot of shots on goal in that first period. Not a good start if you're the LA Kings, obviously. And they look to get better, obviously, in this second period that we're about to have. The Kings will have 40 seconds on the power play here. See if they can get any energy of that. And honestly, Nashville could have a 4-0 lead, 5-0 lead going into this second period. A penalty shot late in that period, and we almost saw a penalty shot goal. And see the Kings explode for some offense here, but it has not been the case, obviously, in this season. Obviously, at home, they've struggled. And the struggles have gone really bad. And these struggles at home could cost them a playoff spot in the West. And for Kopitar, he does not want to close out his great career. You think he wants to play one last run for a playoff or for a Stanley Cup and just, you know, he wants to have that opportunity at least to make it to the dance. Right now, it's not looking too hot here. Kemper still in net, kept the game basically close here. It could be a 4 or 5-0 Nashville, as I previously mentioned. And we're underway here in the second period as LaRue dumps it back in shorthanded. Kemper tried to play it, couldn't. Clark get it now. Clark has the puck. He'll pass it to LaFerriere as he'll carry it back in. Kempe along the boards, got it to LaFerriere in the corner, and behind the net, Kopitar fed it back to the point, held in by Clark. Shot deflected. It was not held in. It was offside. Ozone time in the first period, they say the Kings had more ozone time. It didn't feel like it, honestly. Maybe a shift or two more, but man. Slot shots, though, 8-1 in favor of Nashville. The ozone time in that first period was pretty low. 144 for Nashville and 229 for the Kings. Power play still with 15 seconds to go, but the Kings have really not done much here on this remainder of their power play they had in starting in the first period. Doughty. And Kopitar has the puck, and this will do it for the power play. They are 0 for 1. Both teams are 0 for 1, and it remains a 2-0 lead here for the Nashville Predators. O'Reilly carries it ahead. Tyson Yost along the wall, plays that back. Forsberg with some room, he shoots over the net. Bounced off the crossbar, and Kemper gets the puck. It bounced off the glass, it hit off the crossbar, and it went straight into his glove. Kings still at 9 shots, and they've got to get the offense going here. That could have been a bad one there for Kemper. That would have been a bad bounce for the LA Kings if that one had gone in off the back of Kemper and in. If it took an awkward hop off the glass, actually. That puck from that shot from the blue line. And so it caused that and almost made it a 3-0 lead. Shot blocked, Forsberg off the draw. Forsberg gets it back. Played back to the point, could not be held in by Yossi. Here they come again. Forsberg passed it, shot, save, rebound. Forsberg stopped, and Kemper's helmet's off. And so you get repairs on that, but Forsberg had the opportunity. Matthew Wood, the initial shot, right off the mask, and then the rebound was there for Forsberg, and he stopped as well. Kings don't play till Saturday against the Leafs, which the Sharks are playing the Leafs right now. And I believe it's still 3-1 in favor of the San Jose Sharks. They came off a huge win the other night against the Anaheim Ducks. Down 3-2, Celebrini with a 4.9. Contributing with all 4 Sharks goals. He had a great game, and that's a type of game that defines whether you make the playoffs or not, and how are you destined. And it looked like the Sharks are destined. Right now, they got to battle through Nashville, Kings, Kraken, Jets, and a lot more teams. Poked into the corner as the Kings have the puck. Wright got it. To the opposite side, it goes for Lawton. Armia waiting. Armia looking. He's got Wright in front of the net. Dumoulin to the corner. Armia feeds it in behind the net. Armia turns around and tries to shoot it. It was fanned on there by Armia. He gets the puck back in the corner. Pressured by Wood. Lund in behind. Looks the center out in front. It was at the top of the crease. Here they come again. Shea holding on to it. Dumped it back in. Or Matthew Wood, pardon me. Comes into the middle. Glass there. And then Dumoulin. Doughty. Dangerous pass. Given away. Shot. Blocked. Rebound. Marchessault scores! Off the shot block. It came free to Marchessault. And it's 3-0 Nashville. The shot got blocked. Matthew Wood got it to Marchessault. And so the Nashville Predators with a 3-0 lead in a huge game between these two teams that they will see each other in the next 5-day span. They have a 3-0 lead as Marchessault gets his 12th of the season and has made it a 3-0 lead for the Predators. They've outshot the Kings 20-9 here in total in the game, as here comes Moore. He's offside. The Kings have struggled, and it's shown here in this one as they're down by 3 against the Nashville Predators. Dumoulin, the giveaway, or pardon me, Doughty, just backhanded that one, no look, and then it caused that to happen, basically. The giveaway, and for Doughty, not a good play there, and a miscommunication, it seemed like there, I think. He thought he had someone there to receive the pass, and he didn't. So, Nashville converts on the mistake there. LaFerriere in back in, shot save made. Moore around the boards to Ceci from the half wall. Moore tried to deflect it to his stick. Evangelista 2-on-1 here with Stamkos and O'Reilly. Stamkos pressure from behind. Backhander save made by Kemper. Here come the Kings looking to transition the other way. Could not. Hay gets the puck now for Nashville. They're outshooting the Kings 21-10. As they have really grabbed a stranglehold in this one. Icing, I believe, here. But man, this is a brutal game here for the Kings. They have just not shown up offensively. They've struggled to even generate opportunities. They haven't had much slot shot chances. It's been brutal for them. And not a good game from the LA Kings, knowing what's at stake here. A big game, and they have not shown up here so far. Panarin from the blue line. Got it across. Shot save made. Edmondson with the opportunity. Saros hasn't faced much here, but he's done well in what he's faced, and they haven't really been high-quality opportunities, you could say, too. Andrew Brunette behind the Predators bench. They've lost 3 straight after they're on a 5-game winning streak, so they've been streaky as of recent. Off the draw, Clark got it. Panarin to Kempe, who does not receive the pass as it jumped over his stick. That's been the type of night here for the LA Kings. Yossi got it out to center. Shot back in by Edmondson. Weird bounce off the boards, and there's a whistle. I think that might have hit the netting and out of play. 6-game road trip here for Nashville. Tonight they face the Kings. They lost 3-2 to the Lightning. They play Sharks on Saturday. They play the Kings on Monday. They play the Ducks on Tuesday, and they play the Mammoth on Thursday. Around 4 of those matchups, including tonight, are big ones, especially for their playoff seeding and the playoff spot. That wild card 2. Face-off win. Doughty has the puck. Deflected back in here by Ward. Joseph got to Hellenius on the other side. Fed it in behind. Here's a chance. Ward in the corner, getting pressured by 2 Nashville Predators. It will be no icing. Kemper played it. Stretch pass here. Hellenius tried to knock it down, was Ward, and he couldn't. Yossi now clears it out to center. Knocked down and intercepted. Here comes Ward back in. Shot around the boards as Saros played it. Around to the opposite side. Shea got it out to center. And lost here. And Armia retakes the puck here for the Kings. Doughty off the boards. Into the middle comes Armia. Armia, nice move. Shot over the net. And here come the Nashville Predators the other way. Looking to counter. Schaefer will get it now along the boards. Schaefer got it. Left it. Nice move. Into the middle. That pass couldn't connect for Svechkov, and it did not go. Deflected back in as it will go to the corner. Kermel was trying to get it. Or Kemmel, pardon me. Clark got it. Here comes the right in shot. Deflects over the net by Wilsby. Stick in the way. Let's take the game in the San Jose game. Let's see. Armia's shot. Right off the crossbar. It did not go wide. It was actually off the crossbar. My apologies there. Close chance there for the Kings to get back in the game. Armia with a nice move, though. Off the draw, won by Nashville. Wilsby got across, and here come the Predators back in. Marchessault around to the opposite side it goes for Forsberg. Holla trying to get it. Marchessault trying to feed it into the middle. Wilsby holds it in. In behind the net now. Marchessault, the latest goal scorer here in the game. Forsberg gets it now. Forsberg spins, dropped it, shot over the net. And the centering pass, and Forsberg missed it wide. Marchessault fed it back for Wilsby, who could not hold it in. Kings looked to pressure, couldn't. Wood back in onside, 3-on-2. Forsberg tried to shoot one, it was blocked. Forsberg shot over the net. Nick Hague has the puck now for Nashville. We're almost 6 minutes into this second period here between the Kings and the Predators. Kemper plays it in behind the net. CC played back here, Mikey Anderson. And Panarin couldn't receive the pass there by Kopitar. Intercepted though by Kempe. Panarin takes it away. Panarin shot! Score! Kempe might have gotten a piece of it, but the Kings are on the board. Adrian Kempe gets the goal, driving to the net. As he was getting intercepted with Perbix tied up there, right off his skate. Panarin, who was falling down on the shot. It was a save, and then Kempe was falling down, and in it goes off his skate, and the Kings are back in the game. It is now 3-1. So a big goal for the LA Kings, where it looked like they were dead. Now they get a goal. Maybe they can get some momentum now. And, man, we might have a game here. Kempe's back in onside. 29th goal of the season, leads the team. Kempe in the corner, trying to get 30. Panarin along the half wall. Panarin pressured from behind. O'Reilly stole it away. And here comes Stamkos. Potentially a 3-on-2. Stamkos waiting, left it O'Reilly. Shot down low! And the shot went wide there by LaRue. And Edmondson got it out to center. Stamkos now. Dumped back in here by LaRue. Kemper. And Clark couldn't clear it. Forsberg holds it in. Clark will intercept along the boards. And it went out of play. With 13:01 to go. The Kings are on the board, though. Nashville's up by 3. But Kempe, with his 29th of the season, who leads the team with goals for the LA Kings, pulls them within 2 once again. And makes some momentum for the Kings. Kopitar's legacy night. We go over Kopitar's great achievements here throughout his career. He was in the 2014 Olympics in Sochi, Russia. And that's his last Olympics, though. As Kopitar obviously did not make it this year. In an incredible Olympics that we had this year. I mean, I still can't get over what we saw in the Team USA and all that stuff. Man. What a game that was. And a pleasure to call that here on the MHS Network. Highest viewed stream, highest viewed video here on our channel. Willsby around the boards. It's just a shame after that important and great game. We go back to regular season hockey for another 2 months, and then the playoffs are coming up in just a couple of days. 16 days to be exact. Played back to the point. Long shot was stopped there by Kemper. Kings have gotten the latest goal of the game. Line and Wood exchanged some pushes. They get separated pretty quickly there. Updating our Sharks-Toronto game. It is 3-1 right now in favor of the Sharks still, with 14 minutes to go in the third period. That's a score that these Nashville Predators and these LA Kings will be looking at here, as that also affects them in the standings, obviously, for that wild card too. In the Western Conference. Kings are on the board, though. Kempe got the goal, and maybe some momentum coming back to their side of things here, because they desperately need it. Wood and Lund in the face-off dot. Dumoulin got it. Doughty off the boards, right. Trying to move it ahead. And a great pass here. Drop pass, right. A backhander stopped. Saros makes an important save there. Right with the opportunity. As, man, what a chance there for Jared Wright, and he couldn't bury it for his first goal of the season. Line, a great pass here to Wright on the drop pass, and the backhand almost squeaked through the 5-hole. And then the Nashville Predators iced it right after that chance. So the Kings will stay in the offensive zone and they get the top line out here. Edmondson got it across here to Clark. Clark shot. Save made up in the air. Edmondson holds it in. Fed it in behind for Kempe. Kicked it to his stick. Panarin trying to get it. Kopitar tied up in front of the net. Clark on the goal line. Fed it back. Panarin couldn't get the pass as it was intercepted. Cleared out the center though. Race to the puck here. Edmondson against Forsberg. Clark got it out to center. Stretch pass for Panarin. Couldn't connect. Shea will get the puck now. We're almost halfway through the game, and a 3-1 lead here for the Nashville Predators. 2-on-1. O'Reilly in. O'Reilly across. They score! Steven Stamkos. And it's 4-1. What a play there by O'Reilly. And a 3-goal lead restored here by the Nashville Predators on a 2-on-1. What a setup there by Ryan O'Reilly. And Steven Stamkos will get his 37th of the season. He leads the team with that. He gets his 619th goal of his career. And it's 4-1. Lafreniere's shot and it went wide. Lafreniere. Ceci fed it back. Anderson's shot blocked. Ceci. Kings just trying to respond quickly again to make it a 2-goal game once again. Couldn't. 4-1. Nashville leading it here in an important game. Evangelista steals it behind the net. Got taken down. And here comes Byfield the other way. He'll carry it ahead. Byfield across the ice. Lafreniere on the outside. Looks to center one, and it didn't go for Byfield. Off the stick of Sarli, the 2-on-2 the other way. Evangelista leading it. Evangelista waiting. Tried to pass into Haula. Couldn't go. Doughty on the backhand. Trying to move it ahead. Couldn't. Doughty waits, and he tried to move it ahead, and he couldn't. Shot from the point. Deflects into the netting. Out of play with 10:39 to go here in the second period. As Nashville, after icing the puck here, after that great opportunity by Wright that could have made it 3-2, Kings make a bad line change and cause a 2-on-1. The opening for O'Reilly, and Stamkos is open on the other side. And it's 4-1 in favor of the Nashville Predators here in this game. Game 75 for them. And this is their 37th road game. Perbix has the puck. He'll play it back. Long shot went wide. It's actually Schaefer that time, actually. Kemmel lost it. And shot again was stopped. Schaefer. Kemmel along the boards, lost it. Out to center. Shots are 23-15 now. 24-15 now, apparently, to the Nashville Predators. They're back in on side here as Barron got to the opposite side. Svechkov trying to get it free. Comes back to the point. Willsby fakes. Fakes again. Shot wide of the net. As the Nashville Predators working it well here in the offensive zone. Shea around the boards. Doolin got there first halfway through the game. 4-1. The Kings leading it. Yossi. And now it's Svechkov. Back for Yossi. They're back in again. Yossi on the outside. Shot. Save Kemper. Yossi went down with 9:36 to go. 4-1. The Nashville Predators leading the game over the LA Kings. We will be back. Welcome you back, everybody. As the Kings down 4-1 over the Nashville Predators. Kempe got the goal to make it 3-1, but Yossi, what a pass to O'Reilly. Stamkos scores on a 2-on-1 on the rush. 4-1 Preds here on the road. Here in LA at the Crypto.com Arena. Push for the playoffs here on the NHL and MHS. I'm glad you can tune in with us here on our coverage, late night coverage, and I'm feeling it right now. 4-1 Nashville over the LA Kings. Bad, oh bad. I wish I had a chat. But it's so late. Oh my goodness. Stamkos, 619 most career goals by an active player. He's behind Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin. He passed Malkin along a little bit ago. But he's third right now in active players in goal scoring. The most goals shot by Shea, stopped there by Kemper on a shot that slowed down towards Kemper. As now on the backhand, they can't clear it just yet right. And Ceci got it to Armia. Armia will move it ahead. He'll shoot it back in from the blue line. To the opposite side, it goes for right. Armia now. Lost it. Forsberg will pick it up now. He'll carry it ahead. The stretch pass here come the Predators back in. On the outside is Wood. Pressured out by Anderson. Ceci. Forsberg, and then Ceci regathers the puck in the corner. He gets hit, though, as LaRue tries to center. Forsberg has it in his skates, got it across. Held it at the point, though, by Barron. Justin Barron got it. As Wilsby in behind the net. Now O'Reilly. He'll play it back to the point here. Stamkos shot. Well wide of the net. Might have been deflected wide. Barron got it in behind the net. Ceci got there. Anderson tied up along the wall. O'Reilly trying to get it free. It's dug for in the corner. Armia. Two shoves in the corner. Stamkos shot blocked. And Armia tries to clear it. O'Reilly held it in again. And Kemper will just get the whistle as he covers it up. As he knows his teammates were getting tired out there, but right now they look dead. The LA Kings look dead. And Kopitar, as the captain, has to find a way to lead his team to try to get something here. Being outshot by 11 right now. 26-15, the shots favoring the Preds. Still 3-1 in the Sharks and Toronto game with 7:35 to go in the third period there in San Jose. In our game, it is 4-1 in favor of the Nashville Predators, as the Kings have not shown up here tonight, it seems like. Off the draw. It is cleared out of the zone by the Kings. Joseph will dump it back in with 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Around the boards it goes. Perbix cleared it. Not out of the zone. And Haig got it out to center ice. Shot back in from the center line by Ward. Along the boards, Haig. Off the sideboards, he got it out to center. Dumped back in, Dumoulin. Turned it over, almost in the corner by Kemmel. And a stretch pass ahead here. Here come the Kings. Trying to get something going here because they have nothing. And I mean nothing right now. They have nothing going on. Svechkov makes a move on Kempe, who got the first goal for the Kings here. Schaefer along the wall. He'll play it to the opposite side it goes. And Panarin trying to inject some life here in the crowd and in the game. Has the puck and looks to stretch it ahead here. Bouncing puck. The pucks have not been able to settle here for the Kings. Passes have also not connected here. As that goes cross ice. Backhanded back in by Yost. That's going to be an icing here on the Kings. 6:45 to go in the second period, and really nothing much here in this contest. 4-1, the Predators leaded it as the Kings look dead. And the Predators, oh wow, it's getting physical now. Hold on, wait a minute. Inject some life into this game right now. Evangelista talking with Kempe. 6:45 to go in the second period as they get a little bit Chevy in front of Kemper. Preds lead 4-1. The latest goal by Stamkos on a 2-on-1. His 37th of the season. He leads the team in goals with 37. Shot from the line deflected wide there by Wilsby. And here come the Kings the other way. Kopitar cross ice. Edmondson. Shot blocked. Edmondson gets it back. Shot blocked again. Kempe scores! His second goal of the game. And the Kings make it a 2-goal game once again. Kopitar got an assist on that too. And it's 4-2 with 6:31 to go, and we got a game again. Edmondson shot blocked from the point. Another one got blocked there by Barron, and it came free for Kempe. Popped free in the slot, and the bounce that the Kings needed, they get. And it's 4-2 with 6:31 to go in the second period. Kings on the board again. Kempe with the 2 goals. He has 30. And they're back within 2 again. Icing on the Kings. 6:23 to go in the second period. Fourth season with 30-plus goals for Adrian Kempe. His second of the season. Or second goal of the game. His 30th of the season here tonight. As he has the only 2 goals for the Kings here. Kings within 2 again. And the other game, still 3-1 in favor of the Sharks with 6:38 to go in their third period. Nashville off the draw, trying to make the 3-goal lead reappear again. Byfield in behind the net. Ceci got it ahead. Mikey Anderson moves it into the middle. Here's Byfield back in onside. Got it across. Nice move there. LaFerriere shot wide of the net. Might have hit the post. Ceci off a glove. Moore will get it now. He'll feed it back for Ceci. Held in. LaFerriere. Moore will get in the corner. Moore in behind the net. Moore will get in the corner. Again. He'll feed it back for Byfield in behind the net. Pressured off the puck, but got to LaFerriere. Centering pass for Moore, and he couldn't get the shot away. Ceci dumps back in from the blue line with 5.5 to go here in the second period. 4-2. Nashville leading it here in an important one in the wild card positioning here in the Western Conference. An intercept almost by Stamkos at the blue line as he was going for a change. LaRue dumped it back in. Moore got it across. Stretch pass here by Edmondson. Deflected. Kopitar trying to get it. Couldn't. Almost held in by Panarin. Couldn't. And Clark will play that back here for Kempe. Edmondson. Clark now will move it ahead. Deflected back in by Kopitar. Yossi got it out to center as Doughty got to Kopitar. Kopitar back for Doughty. That did not go. Doughty will play that back here for Clark. And he'll give it back here for Doughty once again. They're just in their own zone trying to get something going. That deflected back in again to the corner. Saros out to play it. Almost stolen away. Forsberg. And now race for the puck here. Mikey Anderson pressured by Marchessault. And deflected ahead. Here's Armia back in on side. Armia shot, save, rebound, score! Scott Lyon, and it's a 1-goal game. And all of a sudden, the Kings have life here in the game as it's now 4-3. And, wow. What a change of events here in the past 2 minutes. A big rebound left there by Saros. Scott Lyon on the rebound off the Armia shot. Gets the goal, and a huge one here for the Kings as they're back in it. 4-3. LaFerriere in the corner. Moore. LaFerriere in behind the net. They're going to tie it here immediately afterwards. Here come the Nashville Predators the other way. Svechkov will carry it ahead 3-on-2. Svechkov got it across. Schaefer shot. Hit the post. Byfield What a chance there for Nashville. LaFerriere 2-on-1. LaFerriere got it across shot. What a save, Saros. Moore was denied, or he might have missed it wide. What a chance. Rush-to-rush action here in LA all of a sudden, and we got energy here. Stretch pass ahead, back end, shot over the net by Byfield. Right, Armia got it free. This is the line that scored. Armia got plastered along the wall. Right in behind the net, plays that back to the point, long shot. Save made, Saros, and it went to the corner. Scott Lund tried to get it, couldn't. And now all of a sudden, LA has woken up. That deflects into the net, to the crowd with 3:05 to go. And don't go anywhere. The Kings are back in it. 4-3, Kempe. And then Scott Lund on the rebound. It was 4-1, now it's 4-3. We got a game again. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back, everybody, and all of a sudden, the Kings are back in the game. It's 4-3, and the Sharks-Toronto game, it's an empty net now for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and San Jose, if they can hold on for another 3 minutes, will pick up the win here in San Jose and get a huge 2 points out of this one against the Toronto Maple Leafs. In this game, we are back within one. The Kings are back within one, actually. And the game has become interesting again. And so don't go anywhere. 4-3 now. And a huge one on the rebound by Scott Lund got them back in it to make it a 1-goal game. And then end-to-end action, it seemed like, afterwards. Man, oh man. 3:05 to go. And in the second period, Kings have scored the last 2. And they've made it a game again. Weird Karam off the boards. Stamkos will get it free. He looks to center. He comes back to the blue line. The long shot went wide. O'Reilly looking to wrap it around. O'Reilly has it. Fed back for Willsby. Shot over the net. Comes free to the point. Nashville pressuring here. Willsby another shot right into the glove of Kemper. 2:34 to go in the second period. Right now, less than 2 minutes to go in the Sharks and the Toronto game. Still 3-1 in favor of the Sharks. They're having trouble clearing the zone right now. And they're still having trouble. Sharks seem like they'll get the 2 points out of that one. And they'll move into the wild card spot while this game is in progress. But if the Kings win, they'll move back into it. But if the Nashville Predators win, they'll move back into it. But if all teams get points, it will be confusing. 2:34 to go in the second period. 4-3 Nashville here in LA. Moore tried to clear it. Holla. And now Moore forced it out to center. Shea was there for reinforcements in the defensive area. And whistle here with 2:17 to go. And the face-off, I believe, stays at center. 1:31 to go in the Sharks game, still 3-1. (4-3) now, as we got a game again, as the Kings have scored the last two. And it's back to a one-goal game once again here. In the corner, Byfield trying to get it free. Byfield trying to get out of that corner. LaFerriere trying to dig it free. He gets it free now from the corner. LaFerriere in behind the net. Saros got taken down. Wraparound attempt. Oh, wow. Saros went down on something there. I'm not sure if it was goal interference or not. They didn't call anything. Forsberg spins back into his own zone. Shea ahead now. Here come the Preds back in. Marchessault across the ice. That pass deflected. Played by Saros. Way out of his crease. And Dumoulin will get in the corner. 80 seconds to go here in the second period. Kings are going to tie it here late in the second period here. Tie it 4-4 going into the third. Leroux on the outside shot. Blocked away there by Kemper. Leroux gets his own rebound as he gets it on the corner. He feeds it back to the point. Long shot off the backboards. And it's O'Reilly now with the puck. O'Reilly has it to Perbix. He holds it in. Fed it into the corner. O'Reilly trying to get it free here. Got taken down along the boards. Bounced free, and CC got ahead here for Panarin. Panarin shoots it back in from the blue line. He'll get it in the corner. Panarin was tied up there. 35 to go. Haig dumped it back into the corner. Kopitar trying to get it free. Armia. Kopitar. Came free here for Yost in the corner. Armia picks it free from the pile. Turnover here as Yossi holds it in with 15 to go. Nashville pressured here in the offensive zone, but Clark will get it out to center with 10 seconds to go. And now a stretch ahead here, and Schaefer would have been offside if he touched it. 3 seconds to go. Kings, the last two goals. They're back within one again. And a little bit of fighting afterwards after the whistle, as it signifies the end of the period. And everyone gets together now in the corner. Oh, wow. Well, we'll have a good third period for y'all. That's going to be for certain. Hopefully, as is now a game again. 4-3. Kings with the last two goals, Kempe and Lawton. The difference right now is that Stamkos' goal on a 2-on-1. We will be back with our intermission report coming up next here on the NHL on MHS. Welcome you back, everybody, to our intermission report here, second intermission report, and we got 6.5 minutes to go to the third period. And that scuffle at the end actually resulted in penalties. It's going to be a 4-minute power play here for Nashville when we return to the third period. I'm not sure what the call was. I'm going to search it up right now. We'll see what the exact call was in that. I am not sure what the call was. So we are going to see, because right now it's a 4-3 game. We'll go over the goal scoring right now. And double minor was called on Clark for high sticking, and so the Kings right now may have to kill off a 4-minute power play, and they do not have the best penalty kill in the National Hockey League. They have the 29th ranked penalty kill in the National Hockey League. So we had a high-scoring second period, 5 goals in that second period. Jonathan Marchessault, this one right here, just got it towards the net off a bad clearance attempt there by Doughty. Gave it away to Wood. Rebound there, or Barron, pardon me. And the rebound there, 3-0, 2:02 in. The deflected shot here by Kempe made it 3-1. Then Steven Stamkos on a 2-on-1 just a minute and 10 later. O'Reilly to Stamkos, boom to boom, 4-1. Then, around 5 minutes and 10 seconds later, Kempe gets on the board again, his second goal of the game. As Edmondson, shot blocked, came to Kempe in the slot, got blocked actually twice, came for Kempe in the slot. His 30th of the season for 2 Nashville. But then Scott Lawton, 2 minutes and 16 seconds later, as he just throws one Armia, rebound there. Lawton puts it home. Big goal there to get them within 1. And the shots during that second period were 10-9 in favor of the Kings. So more even offense opportunities, and 5 goals in that second period. It was not defense. It was a lot of offense. 27-19 the shots total right now in the game, though. The faceoffs 57-43 in favor of the Kings. Hits 26-14, 11-10 the block shots, 15-10 the giveaways in favor of the Kings, 4-0 takeaways. And Nashville will go on a 4-minute power play due to a high-sticking call on Clark. Let's see what the call was. Brent Clark, 4 minutes for high-sticking, double minor on Reed Schaefer. So a brutal one to give up there. And they're going to have to kill off a huge penalty when they return to the second period here, or to the third period, pardon me. As a big one. Third period. This could determine anyone's playoff futures in this year's Stanley Cup playoff race. We will be back for the third period coming up next year on the NHL on MHS. We'll be back, everybody. Welcome you back, everybody, and we welcome you back to the third period. Nashville will have a 4-minute power play here, as a high-sticking call was called on Clark, a double minor. And there's Kopitar and Doughty. Most games played together, forward/defenseman duos all time. Second in that list is Chris Draper and Nicholas Lidstrom. Then Alex Ovechkin and John Carlson. Then Bob Gainey and Larry Robinson. And then Sidney Crosby and Chris Letang. Now, that's a lot of games, but a big kill upcoming here for the LA Kings, and a huge opportunity for the Nashville Predators to get their 3-goal lead back if they score on the first half of their power play and the second half of power play. This could be a big, big turning point coming into the third period. They're going to start off with a fresh ice here, and a fresh sheet of ice, and they're going to have a huge opportunity with a 4-minute power play to start this third period. They are 22.3% on effectiveness on the power play, the 12th ranked in the National Hockey League. And this should be interesting for sure. The difference right now is that Stamkos goal. Yeah, it's a great pass from O'Reilly. The patient play, the no-look pass. Got it across to Stamkos for an open net. And it's 4-1 at that point. But now that goal actually is the difference maker in this one. So, Nashville trying to take advantage of a very big opportunity with a 4-minute power play upcoming here for the Nashville Predators. And let's see what they put out here. I believe they're going to put the first power play unit on here. A big kill upcoming here for the Kings. Ozone possession, 2:04 in minute and 47. Stats in the second period. They're getting explanations here on the ice. 6-4, the slot shots in favor of Nashville. Still, turnover chances 6-1 in favor of the Preds. We're still having conversations here between the referees here. Kyle Remen and Brandon Schrader. And C.J. Murray and Ryan Daisy. So I believe this is what the penalty was. Yep. At that end of the period, a brutal penalty to take, though, by Clark. And so Nashville will go to the power play, I believe. Or they're reviewing this, actually. So hold on. We might not be getting the 4-minute power play. So I'm confused. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we'll see what the call is here. And Kopitar obviously wanting to know what the call is immediately. Captain of the LA Kings. Still reviewing here. This is like the third review we've had tonight, and it's delayed the game multiple times throughout the course of this game, and it's just this needs to speed up here. I don't know what they're reviewing though. Oh, he might not even hit this. I'm not sure what they're gonna even review.
Attack in the face, therefore there's no penalty on the play.
There you go.
No penalty. Oh, wow. And for Nashville, they probably think that was not a good call. Oh, wow. So the LA... Oh, it didn't even hit his face. It didn't even hit his face. So how is he bleeding? How do they call it a double minor? That's my question. That is quite odd. I've never seen that before. So LA gets a break, and they do not have to kill a penalty. And so it is still 4-3 with even strength, and we are still having delay here, and the puck hasn't even dropped for the third period just yet. Wow. This game has had a lot of reviews, and We're about to be 12 o'clock in the morning in the Central Time Zone. We're about to be underway here in the third period. It's going to actually, I don't think there's going to be a power play. Is there going to be a power play? I don't think there was. No, there's not. So we're underway full strength. We thought there was going to be a 4-minute power play for Nashville, but it was reviewed, and it comes off the board. LaRue dumped it back in. 4-3. Nashville leading it. Big period here for the Kings. Looking to tie the game. Byfield will move it ahead now for Trevor Moore. Moore is on the outside. He circles back. Byfield was tied up in front of the net. LaFerriere got it to Byfield in the corner. Perbix angled him off the puck. Moore swung it around to the opposite corner. Moore in behind the net now. Moore trying to jam it in. Backhand pass! Couldn't go for Byfield. Haig will rim it. Deflected all the way down. It's going to be an icing on the Nashville Predators. Right now in another game 4-3, the Vegas Golden Knights leading the Calgary Flames with 5 minutes to go in their third period. And there was a little bit delayed because the ice patches there were weird in Vegas. 4-3, Nashville leading it though. Here in this one. Off the draw, Stamkos won it. Perbix off the wall, out to center. LaRue got taken down there by Edmondson, and the whistle. 56 seconds in. (4-3), the Nashville Predators leading this game as, man, this is hopefully going to be a tight one until the end. As this is the way it should be. This game should be like this. It is everything on the line. These two teams meet again on April 6th, I believe, on Monday. So, I mean, this is just perfect. This is what you want. This is what you need here. Just having full-on brawls here. There's already playoffs for these two teams. Panarin's shot was stopped. Panarin gets it again. He'll feed it back to the point. Clark tried to feed it back for Panarin, and it didn't go. Panarin has it along the wall. Slash. Penalty. And I think it's going against Panarin. And he's frustrated by that call.
Again, the LA, number 10, 2-minute minor, hooking. The underrated part of the game.
Wow. So slashing on Panarin, I believe, or interference. And Panarin did not like the call, and the Nashville Predators will go to the power play. It will be a 2-minute power play. So, chance here on the power play, on the man advantage here, and a huge one here, obviously, for Nashville to try to regain the 2-goal lead. Steven Stamkos of 11 power play goals this season for the Nashville Predators. Forsberg back for Josi. Forsberg has it along the wall. Tied up, and Edmondson clears it down the length of the ice. Right now in the other game, 5-3 Vegas over the Calgary Flames. Josi drops it off of Marchessault. Carrying it through center. Marchessault got to the far boards to Stamkos. Marchessault looks to center. It comes back here for Josi. Stamkos in the circle. He has it along the half wall. Marchessault at the goal line. Back for Stamkos. Got it to Josi. One-timer! Save made there by Kemper. Or it might have been blocked, and it's cleared. Josi has the puck now as he has it between the circles. Carries it to his own blue line. He'll drop it off at center to Marchessault. Carrying it through the center logo. O'Reilly, Forsberg, O'Reilly along the half wall. Josi, one-time pass of Stamkos blocked. LaFerriere got the block on it. Josi, Forsberg at the blue line. Got it to Stamkos down low. Looking backdoor for O'Reilly. Saved it to Josi, and a shot was stopped. Forsberg intercepts. Anderson couldn't clear it. Forsberg got it to Stamkos. Got it across for O'Reilly. Josi waiting. Fires, and it's stopped as it goes over the net. Penalty upcoming. Doughty got tripped up. Delayed call coming against Nashville. 2-on-2 crossing the line. LaFerriere shot. Hit the crossbar. Could have tied the game right there, but he hits the crossbar. And we have 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. What a chance there for LaFerriere as Marchessault goes to the box.
Number 81, 2-minute minor interference.
Interference and 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. Then a Kings power play as Doughty got interfered with by Marchessault. Man, oh man. LaFerriere right off the crossbar. Or else we would have had a tie game. And the Kings have hit 3 of those, I believe, in the game. They're due. Marchessault arguing about the call. Because you know these calls are super big when it determines whether you make the playoffs or not. These could be calls that keep you out of the playoff hunt. Haula and Lawton, 4-on-4 for 25 seconds. Then we'll go back to a 5-on-4 Kings power play. Armia along the wall. He got it free from the pile. Armia makes a move. Armia got it to Lawton. And the pass cross ice was deflected. A race for the puck here. Haula. And Dumoulin gets there first. 4-on-4 back to expire. Kings power play on right now. Lyon waiting. Lyon, chance to tire the Kings here on the man advantage. Lyon forced Perbix into the corner. Shea got it to Haula. And it's cleared down the length of the ice. They're going to try to get the big boys out here. They already got Kempe out here. He's already scored 2 in the game, looking for the hat trick. Clark has the puck. He'll carry it through center. Got it to Panarin. Fell down on the pass. He'll play that back to LaFerriere. LaFerriere will carry it back in. Nice move. LaFerriere shot. Save made. Saros. What a chance. LaFerriere speeding in. 4 minutes into the third period. Minute and 2 left to go on the Kings power play here. Kings trying to come down from 4-1 down to even this game at 4. On this man advantage opportunity, face-off won by O'Reilly, and Yossi behind his own net trying to use the backhand. Got it over to Haig in the corner, and he'll clear it down the length of the ice. Played by Kemper. 50 to go on the Kings power play. Panarin played that back here for Kopitar. Anze Kopitar in his night would be great if he gets a goal here. LaFerriere, Kempe knocked down, cleared. Clark had it, lost it. Clark will go back for the puck. Half a minute to go on the power play. Kings are going to tie it here at 4. Kopitar got it to LaFerriere. Kempe along the half wall looking for the hat trick. Kempe try to go cross ice for Panarin. Stick in the lane, out of play. 21 seconds to go on the man advantage. And I believe that'll do it for the Top Guns out here. Sharks on the wild card 2 right now. Games remaining against LA. Predators with 1. Predators win this game. They'll move into, I believe, they'll tie San Jose actually. And I believe San Jose will still have the spot because they have more games remaining. If the Kings win, then the Kings will regain their spot in their wild card chance. Moore looks to center, and that got past Lawton. Down the length of the ice it goes. Doughty, Drew Doughty, got it to Byfield, speeding in. Byfield to tie the game, looks to center, bouncing puck, got it to Saros' glove. Power play's over, and we remain a 4-3 score. Man, what a chance there. And Marta just scored a hat trick in Vegas. And John Tortorella maybe sending a message there. The new head coach of the Vegas Golden Knights. 28-22 the shots favoring the Predators still here in the game, but they have slowed down a little bit in their offense a little bit. Byfield shot back in. Kings have crawled back here in the game to make it a 1-goal game. Marchessault has the puck. Flipped ahead. Doughty off the boards. Out to center. Byfield chipped it back into the corner. Veron will get it now. Wilsby got it to Barron. Barron, a stretch ahead off a skate. And a shot by Wood went wide of the net. Anderson couldn't get to the puck. Out to center it goes. Josi has it. Captain here of Nashville. Trying to get the stretch pass here. He'll pass it here for Svechkov. Svechkov on the outside. He spins it back here for Josi. The shot that deflected wide. And Ward got it out. Will be an icing here on the Kings. 13:57 to go here in the third period. A 4-3 score. Predators, Kings. And, man, oh man, this could be a tight finish to this one. We welcome you in if you're just joining us. Type in the chat who you're going for. We have 9 votes in our poll. All of them going to the Kings. Face-off inside the Kings zone with 13:57 remaining here in the third period. Kings looking to tie. Elaney is trying to win the draw in his own zone. He could not. Bouncing the skates, though, and it's cleared. It will be no icing, played by Saros. And Josi backhands that ahead. That one intercepted at center, regathered here. As Svechkov tried to cut in, and he couldn't. Line got into the middle. Breakaway pass was there, and it was out of the mark. Armia, and then like a slash there. A penalty upcoming under the Kings. Extra skater for Nashville. They have the delayed call. Svechkov gets it now. They'll move it ahead with Forsberg. Svechkov got it. Forsberg dropped it. Shot! What a save by Kemper on Evangelista. Touched up by the Kings. And a power play for Nashville. As a slashing call is called on right. We will be back. Nashville with another power play opportunity in the game. In the words of a wise Sharks fan in our chat, Justin Hartsock, he said, "Let's go Preds." Sincerely a Sharks fan. Whoa. Oh, man. Well, we welcome you in if you're just tuning in with us here on our push for the playoffs. We'll cover all the playoff games, obviously, in just 15 days now. Starting on April 18th, we should have a good one. Good slate of games, good slate of series, and we'll see which one we cover, obviously. But a big opportunity here for the Nashville Predators to get a big goal here. Kopitar, obviously, his legacy night here. Got a big goal in overtime in that 2012 series against the Devils. And had some great goals in those runs. That 2014 down 3-0 in the series. Came back to win that series in 7. And they went on to win the Stanley Cup that year. Another Sharks fan here. Let's go, Fred. Okay, I don't think it's any fans of the actual teams. It's just Sharks fans. Sharks won 4-1 against the Leafs. The Leafs are eliminated from playoffs. If that wasn't obvious enough. But the Sharks are right now in a playoff spot. If the Preds win, they would tie, but they would not take the Sharks' place because obviously they have more games played than the San Jose Sharks. Byfield cleared it. Josi, another power play opportunity here for Nashville. Roman Josi dropped it off for Marchessault. He'll carry it through center ice. Edmondson will clear it. They're 0 for 2, Nashville, with 3 shots on goal. Saros left it there for Yossi. Yossi dropped it off here for Marchessault once again. Left it for Forsberg. A little bit cautious entering the zone here. Another clearance by Edmondson, and nothing going so far on the Nashville power play. 45 seconds in. Yossi got it to Marchessault through center. Carrying it back in, Stamkos slept it around to the opposite side. It goes for O'Reilly. O'Reilly fed it back to the point. Yossi, one-time fake there by Stamkos. Marchessault in the circle, got it to Yossi. Backhand pass here for Forsberg, back for Yossi once again. Stamkos waiting. Back for Forsberg, shot! Wide of the net. Stamkos got it in behind the net for O'Reilly. Forsberg at the point. Got it down low for O'Reilly. Centering pass for Marchessault. Stick in the lane. Marchessault waiting. Backhand wide. O'Reilly got it back for Forsberg. Yossi down low. Stamkos got it in front. Marchessault a backhand. What a save, Kemper! Marchessault had the opportunity, and he got denied by Kemper. That's his best save of the game, and the most important one right there. Wow, what a sauce feed there, and what a stop. Marchessault didn't get all of it. But what an opportunity there on the backhand by Jonathan Marchessault. And a big stop there by Kemper with the pad. 11:35 to go in the third period. Welcome you in to join, subscribe, like, and subscribe. We'll cover the Stanley Cup playoffs, obviously. And cleared out of the zone by Lawton. Evangelista back in with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Holla got to Evangelista in the corner. And cleared out by LA once again. Celebrini, MVP. Yeah, he's been pretty good recently. He's heating up. He's been good all season. That's going to be an icing here on Nashville on their own power play with 11:09 to go and 3 seconds remain on their own power play. Man, this has been a brutal one. The only chance they've gotten was that Marchessault opportunity, and a big stop there by Kemper. And the Kings now just 3 seconds away from killing off the penalty. Panarin, Kopitar, I think are out there right now. Panarin, Kopitar, Kempe, and Edmondson. So they win this draw here. They're trying to get going here in the offensive zone. Power play expires. Evangelista got it from the pile, and we're back to 5-on-5 with 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Bounced on Kemper. He makes the stop. With 10:58 to go in the third. And welcome you in if you joined us. Subscribe, like, follow. Obviously, I'm on TikTok, Max M. Damn, I forgot my username, but it's yeah, it should be on there. Search it up. We'll post the clips, obviously. YouTube Shorts. We'll post the highlights of our game we covered tonight. And big game here in the Western Conference wildcard race. Obviously, Kings, Preds, Sharks, Kraken, Jets, Blues at an extent are all fighting for this wildcard number 2 spot, as Utah, believe, won their game against the Kraken. 3-on-2 the other way now. That one couldn't connect there for Svechkov. Well, I was saying with Utah, they should be good for that wildcard number 1. All these teams, though, are fighting for that wild card number 2 in the Western Conference to determine who will make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Right now, it is San Jose if it started today. Yost has it in the corner. In behind the net, looks to center. The cage comes off. It's pegs, I think. Yes, it did. 10:13 to go. They have to put the net on. And, yeah. Kings with 23 shots. Preds with 30. And let's see in this San Jose game. I'm watching the highlights here. Oh, what a shot on the first goal for the San Jose Sharks. Good pressure there. Nice drop pass. Graf scored 2-0. Wow. watching this highlights while we're doing this game. An important game, obviously, for the Sharks fans, as you can see in our chat. 3-on-2, Dumoulin got it across with some open room. Shot is Strickland behind him, and Armia scores! We are tied at 4. It snuck past Saros through the 5-hole, and Armia got in the crease and puts it home to tie the game at 4. And we got half a period to go. We're a tie game at 4. Oh boy. And the Kings have come back from 4-1 down to tie it, as Armia gets an important one there with 10:03 to go in the third. We are tied at 4. Armia's 11th goal of the season has tied it for the Kings. Oh my, we got a game now. Wow. Right in Dumoulin with the assist. Right shot trickled behind Saros, and Armia got it in the crease. Turking away along the wall. Byfield cutting in. Couldn't get the shot away. Wood back in for Nashville. Dropped it for Forsberg. Forsberg along the wall. Forsberg on the backhand lost it. All the momentum now to the Kings. It was 4-1 Nashville, and now it is 4-4. With 9.5 minutes to go here in the third period in a tie game at 4. Don't go anywhere. Push for the playoffs here on NHL and MHS as it's gotten interesting. Drop pass here, shot, blocked on the way through. Here come the Kings, 2-on-2 the other way. As Armia's shot was stopped by Saros. Wright trying to get it from the pile. And it is cleared out of the zone by Schaefer. Clark got it out. Kings, Armia, trying to pass it for line. Trying to force it in, and they couldn't. Turned over at the line. Shot back in here by Kemmel. And with 8:45 to go, we are tied at 4. Kempe trying to get that pass for Panarin. He did. Panarin on the outside. Forcing to the corner, Kopitar. He'll feed it along the half wall. Anderson back for Kopitar. Looks to center for Panarin. What a save, Saros! What a setup by Kopitar. Panarin crossed the ice. Anderson couldn't get the shot away. All the momentum now to the Kings. Held in. Long shot blocked. Panarin gets it back, though. Panarin on the backhand, now to the forehand. Got it back for Anderson. They're pressuring right now in the offensive zone. Panarin crossed the ice. Here's a chance for Kempe. Kempe for the hat-trick, strikes the center, and it's stopped. Oh, my. 8 minutes to go in the third period. The Kings are buzzing right now. Moore will dump it back in. Holla has the puck. He'll rim it around. That will be an icing here on Nashville. 7:47 to go. The Kings, from 4-1 down, have tied the game at 4. Joel Armia with the goal. This chance, though, by Kopitar to Panarin. What an opportunity for Artemi Panarin, the bread man. And a big stop by Saros. But the Kings are buzzing right now. They get another face-up in the offensive zone. Byfield trying to win the draw. It bounced up into the air. Loose puck in front. Barron lost it. Moore trying to get in the corner. Nashville chips it out to center. Evangelista dumped it back in. LaFerriere gets to the puck first for the Kings. He gets pressured along the wall. LaFerriere, second attempt. He gets it out to center. Byfield plays that back here for Dumoulin. Less than 7.5 to go here in the third period. Shot back in from center by Cody Ceci. Moore along the wall. Moore trying to get it free. A high stick there. And they don't call it. They call it as a follow-through. LaFerriere shot. Save made Saros. Oh, my. You could argue a missed call. And a chance there for the Kings to take the lead. but they've tied it at 4. Yo Armia with a goal with 7:08 to go. Don't go anywhere. It's a good one here in LA. And we welcome you back, everybody, to our coverage here on the NHL and MHS. I'm Max. Glad you can be with us here on our coverage. Thursday night hockey, late night Thursday night hockey. Now it's kind of Friday morning hockey now, if you're in the Central Time Zone. But yeah, 7:08 to go, 4-4 tie, and the Kings of all the momentum right now. They look dead for the first part of this game. And all of a sudden, they have turned the tide and have made it 4-4. Edmondson has the puck. He winds and fires! It's stopped by Saros. Faceoff will stay in the Nashville zone, which has been the common theme of this third period. And Saros being tested here. Lets in the tying goal, but he has been able to make some big stops now. And will there be overtime? We're 7:02 away from figuring it out, if we do need overtime. Or not. We will see. Hala and Kopitar in the face-off dot. Kopitar wins another draw. Held in along the wall. Kempe got it to Kopitar, trying to get the backhand away. Penalty upcoming! And the Kings will go to the power play.
Number 76, Marner, hooky.
Oh boy. Kings of a power play opportunity to take the lead for the first time tonight as he hooked Kopitar. Brady Shea. Oh boy. A 4-1 lead disappeared, and now they're going to have to kill off a huge power play. Kopitar with 5 goals this season. Imagine if he scores here on his legacy night. Clark across. One-timer! Deflected over the net. Panarin. Laferriere. Got it back. Clark. Got it down low. Panarin. Panarin across! The pass deflected. Here come the Nashville Predators the other way. Short-handed they come. Drop pass for O'Reilly. Shot! And it went over the glove. Panarin. We'll move it ahead. Artemi Panarin 1-on-3. Artemi Panarin to the back of the net. He'll feed it back to the point. Clark shot right into the glove of Saros. 6:21 to go in the third and 1:27 to go on the power play here for the LA Kings. And 6:21 to go in the third period, and this is going to be an interesting part of this. This is going to be, oh my, this is going to be something. Kempe couldn't win the draw. Kempe's on a hat trick watch, by the way. 2 goals in this game, 30 on the season. Leads the team in that mark. 4th season with 30-plus goals. Doughty dropped it for Kopitar. He got it across for Laferriere. He'll dump it back in. Laferriere across the ice. He thought he got Kopitar there. Got Panarin instead. Kopitar tried to pass it back, and it was intercepted and cleared. Doughty has it at center with 55 to go on the power play for the Kings. Panarin. He's in. Panarin holding. He'll drop it off. Doughty. He'll wait. He's delayed at the blue line. Doughty still looking. Left it for Kempe. Kempe along the wall. Now drifts to the point. Got it to Doughty. One-timer! Stopped by Saros. Cleared out of the zone. Kings will get a line change and a new unit out there. Dumped back in. Byfield. Byfield in the corner trying to get the puck back. Nashville will clear it down the length of the ice. And with 15 to go on the power play, maybe a wasted opportunity here for the Kings. Clark dropped it. Byfield will carry it ahead. Got to Moore. Byfield again. Byfield across the ice. Lyon waiting. Power play coming to a close now. Byfield in the corner. Less than 5 to go in the third period. Got to Lyon behind the net. Back for Byfield. Shot! One of the net. Lyon fed it back. Edmondson fed it across. Clark shot. Deflected wide. It hit the side of the net. And now Byfield to the opposite side. Clark, they're buzzing right now. Byfield, this has been a dominated Kings third period right now. Unbelievable. Clark shot, blocked. And Nashville ices the puck here. With 4:20 to go. Face-off will be in the Nashville zone, and the Kings had possession of all of that. That deflected. What a save by Saros with the glove. Man, oh man, with 4:20 to go. Clark deflected by Byfield, and it hit the side of the net. Oh my. Kings. Kopitar trying to win the draw. Tied up in the skates. Panarin got it free. Panarin has it. He spins back once again. Panarin along the half wall. Panarin got it across. Held in there by Anderson. Kempe trying to force it in deeper. He did. Kopitar tried to pass it back to Kempe, and they couldn't. Will this be another icing? No. Doughty with less than 4 to go in the third. 4-4 tie here in L.A. Doughty drops it. Here's Anderson shooting it back in from center. No icing. Haig will get it in the corner. Pressure from behind there by Armia, who tied the game at 4. Lyon trying to get it, lost it. Forsberg the other way. Poke checked away. Doughty has the puck. He got it across here for Anderson. Deflected back in. Here is a shot by Wright and a save made. Rebound. Lyon missed the net on the rebound, and he hit the crossbar actually. Oh my goodness. The Kings are buzzing, and they haven't been able to get the lead. That's unbelievable. Perbix now. He'll play it across. Nashville with 3 minutes to go. Deflected back in. LaRue has one of the goals for the Nashville Predators. Got the second goal of the game. Byfield trying to clear it. He does. Got it to Moore. Laferriere trying to get it. Couldn't. Yossi shoots it back in. 2:50 to go in the third. LaRue in behind the net now for O'Reilly. O'Reilly looks to center, and it missed wide. O'Reilly trying to bank it in, and it's stopped by Kemper. 2:42 to go in the third period. We will be back. Nashville Kings 4-4. That one off the crossbar by Scott Lyon on the rebound. We'll be back. Welcome you back, everybody, and we welcome you back in. I know we just got a lot of viewers now on the stream, so welcome you back in. This is going to be a tight third period here, and man, oh man, this has been a tight game from when the Kings started to get momentum, and now they have all the momentum here in the third period. We will see what happens here in the next 2:42, because, man, all of a sudden, the Kings have just gotten all the offense going. It looked like a dominating game for the Nashville Predators. Kempe got the scoring going for the Kings, but then they let a goal up to make it 4-1. Kempe got the second goal of the game. Then Lawton made it a 4-3 game, and that's when you knew the momentum was going back in the Kings' favor. They got some calls their way, and then right, Armia, goal, tie game at 4. We will be back to the scoreboard now with 2:42 to go as, man, oh man, this is getting intense. Off the draw, one here. Yossi waiting. Couldn't get the shot away. Held into the point by O'Reilly. As it's played along the wall here. Anderson lost it. As one of the Kings fell down, I believe it was Scott Lawton along the wall. Byfield will carry it ahead. Lost it at center. It's picked up here by Stamkos, who has one of the goals in the game. Got the latest goal for the Nashville Predators, actually. Stamkos from the point. Long shot, deflected down low. Stamkos across. O'Reilly trying to bank it in, and he couldn't. Cleared out by LA, and they'll ice the puck with 1:59 to go in the third period. Oh boy. A big rebound. O'Reilly got a backhand kind of away, but Lawton got in the way, did not get the shot cleanly away, Ryan O'Reilly. But there will have some tired skaters out there for the LA Kings. Leferrier and Byfield have been out there for more than a minute. Doughty, Lawton, and Anderson have been out there for 43 seconds each. Off the draw, one by Nashville. Anderson trying to clear it. Forsberg tied up along the wall. Puck comes free to the point and not held in by Haig. Kings can mix a change here. Doughty, pressured by Marchessault. Cleared out to center. 100 seconds to go in the period. Here's Kempe. Lost it at the blue line. Holla dumps it back in. Edmondson will get to the puck. Clark. Around it goes. Marchessault looks to center one. Kempe got it to Panarin. And now Kempe looking for the hat trick. Kempe in shot. Over the net. Kopitar along the wall. Kopitar. Lost it. Perbix banks it off the backboards. Got to O'Reilly. Forsberg backhands that one out to center. Glove down. That's a hand pass with 1:08 to go. And a face-off in the LA zone. Wow. Yay. Armia had a chance earlier, and then there's been a lot of crossbars for the Kings. That's 3 now. They're all trying to go bar down. Instead, they just keep it in the crossbar. Face off in the offensive zone for the Nashville Predators. Doughty wins the huge draw there. The Kings got it out. Dumped back in here with 1 minute left to go in the third period. Saros knocked it down along the wall. Leferrier trying to get it back. Couldn't. As O'Reilly drop pass. Here's Yossi. Trying to chip it in, and he did. Doughty to the corner. Doughty around the boards to Anderson. Cleared it out to center. Yossi deflected it. Bounced up into the air. Anderson knocked it down. He got it to Moore. Moore shoots it back in from center. It was blocked. Yossi trying to get it. Byfield had some trouble with it. That's going to be an icing here on Nashville. No, it's going to be waved off at the last second with 25 seconds to go in the third period. 4-4. Shots are even at 32 in the game. 64 combined shots here in this one. 15 to go. Haig around the boards. Deflected out to center by Nashville. Clark will play that back into his own zone. Clark pressured by Forsberg. Flips it out to center. Holla knocked it down. We go to overtime. And in a game like this, who would have not thought this one was going to overtime? Both teams get a crucial point out of this one. one of these teams will get the extra one. And this will be huge in the standings. As let's read the chat. LA Kings got this. High Roller said, I bet on LA. All right. LA's come back from a 3-goal deficit to tie the game at 4. And we welcome you to overtime. If you're just joining us, overtime here in LA. And a chance to see if Nashville gets the extra point, or LA retakes their spot in the wild card number 2. Kings with a point right now, and they'll take over. Kings right now are with 79 points. They're tied with San Jose, but if they get the extra point here, they will be back in the wild card 2. Predators, 78 points as they get that extra point right now at least. Both teams have a point right now. Moore scored the game winner against St. Louis last night against the Blues, and here in this same arena, Crypto.com arena. So the Kings have gone into overtime, and it still plays a factor that they still have the second fewest regulation wins. 19 regulation wins. This is the 30th overtime game for the Kings. That's most in NHL history. Franchise record for overtime games, NHL record 30. Last season, 14 overtime games for the Kings. They've had 30 this season. It's unbelievable. So if you want to watch overtime, go put on a Kings game. Almost half of their games have gone into overtime. And so a big overtime here. 4-4. Nashville and the Kings. Kemper. And Sarles in net. O'Reilly, Forsberg, and Yossi against Kopitar, Lawton, Kempe, and Doughty. Off the draw. One here. Forsberg trying to steal it away. O'Reilly gets the puck now. Along the wall. It's battled for near the benches. O'Reilly trying to get it free, and Nashville will have possession. Sarles has the puck now. He plays it for Yossi behind his own net. Got to be careful here in overtime. 3-on-3. Forsberg got it to Yossi. He'll carry it ahead. Yossi plays the puck back at center. Roman Yossi slowly starting to move it ahead here. Yossi cutting in quickly. Yossi for the game winner. Couldn't. Yossi passed it. O'Reilly carries it back out. He'll go for a change. Forsberg, they're just dragging the puck here to try to tire out these LA Kings, and one of the LA Kings did change, though. Eric Haula the other way. We'll carry it ahead. In on side, 3-on-3. Eric Haula looking for the game winner. He spins back off the bench. It's Stamkos for the game winner. Stamkos wraps it around. Stamkos got it back to Haula. Carries it back out to center once again. Stamkos, chip to the head. Stamkos in. Stamkos poke checked away. Here's Panarin the other way, 1-on-1. He looks for reinforcements. Panarin waiting. Artemi Panarin holding on to it. Panarin fed it down low for Byfield. Byfield, and now the Kings are cycling here in the offensive zone. Laferriere for the game winner shot. Save made. Sarles. Byfield has it at center. Quick change for Nashville. Byfield trying to get through. He does. Byfield waiting along the half wall. Byfield. Pass out of the reach of Doughty. Wood pressured off the puck by Doughty, though. Laferriere has the puck in the corner. Stolen away by Matthew Wood, though. He'll regain possession for the Nashville Predators. Wood has the puck. 2 minutes into the overtime. Big point on the line here for both of these teams. Marchessault gets through Moore. Marchessault for the game winner. Shot at the crossbar. Yossi. What a chance by Jonathan Marchessault hitting the crossbar. Roman Yossi plays that back here for Jonathan Marchessault. Another reverse pack here for Yossi. Yossi will carry it ahead. Dropped it out for Marchessault for the game winner. Waiting. Backhand. Save made. Kemper. Kopitar chipped it to Moore. Trevor Moore ahead now is Doughty. He's dead tight. He's been out there for a minute. The drop pass almost didn't connect there. Moore will carry it ahead for the game winner again. Deflected out of play. And we finally get a whistle here in overtime. Jonathan Marchessault right off the crossbar. You think it's going to go to shootout? We'll see. It's been a lot of crossbars in this game. That's 4 now, or 5. Marchessault with 2 opportunities, 2 big opportunities here in the overtime. Line and Kempe and Clark, O'Reilly, Forsberg, and Shea, I believe. Yeah, it is Shea. Off the draw, 1 by O'Reilly. Forsberg in behind his own net, pressured by Lyon. Almost got it stolen away. Brady Shea has it behind his own net. 2 minutes left to go here in the overtime. Brady Shea waiting, patiently waiting to get a stretch pass here. Instead dropped it off here for Forsberg. Philip Forsberg will carry it ahead. Shot, blocked, his stick broke. It was Lyon's stick that broke, actually. So, it is Kempe. He got it across to Clark. Clark will move it ahead. Clark waiting. Clark looking. Got it to Panarin. Panarin fan on the shot. Panarin gets it in the corner, though. Panarin in behind the net. Centering pass, Kempe! For the hat trick was denied. Panarin tried to steal it away, and he couldn't. Byfield holds it in. Panarin in the corner. He'll feed it back to a vacant point. Doughty. Deflected. Will this be no icing? Shea. 1 minute and 10 left to go on the overtime. 4-4. Shea. Left it for Holla. Drop pass for Shea. 1 minute left to go in the OT. Marchessault carries it back into his own zone. He had 2 chances earlier on in this overtime that were very good. Marchessault waiting. Marchessault got it low. Holla back for Marchessault in the corner. He plays it back down the length of the ice to Yossi, or pardon me, to Saros, and he got it to Yossi now. 35 to go on the OT. Yossi carries the puck ahead slowly. Another drop pass. Marchessault got it to Wood. Wood with some speed now. Wood for the game winner over the net. And now race for the puck here. Kopitar was trying to get it. Marchessault played it back to Saros. Saros played it to Yossi. Off the backboards for Marchessault. Now Yossi with 15 to go in the overtime. Yossi will carry it ahead. Roman Yossi, 1-on-3. Shot, save! Rebound still sitting there. And the puck is still loose. And we will go to a shootout. So that ends OT, and we go to a shootout here in LA. 4-4. We're still tied after 65 minutes. We'll go to a shootout here in LA. As we'll see who starts here first. Here for the LA Kings or for the Nashville Predators. Yeah, on October 25th, they lost 5-4 in a shootout in 9 rounds. The LA Kings. Nashville picked up that victory there. Thank you so much, Randall. The Cardiac Kings. Not the real Roger Murdoch. Oh, man, that's probably the funniest one I've seen. All right, 5-8 in the overtime. Predators 4-1 in the shootout. Nashville 4-8 the Kings in the shootout. They're 7-10 in the overtime in this season. Their record, and we'll see here. Sharks fan here. It seems like a lot of you are Sharks fans, and it seems like you're going to be cheering for Nashville here. It seems like. So round 1 of the shootout. As it's Kempe, who has 2 goals in the game. Can he score here first? He's 5 for 12 this season in the shootout. Can he give the Kings a 1-0 lead? That'll be the question that we will await the answer to. Everyone on their feet here at Crypto.com Arena. Kempe carries the puck ahead. On Saros, Kempe waits, fires off the post! And ring-a-ding-ding, that post goes as it continues to ring, ring, ring. O'Reilly will start out for Nashville. 3 for 5 in the shootout. He had a penalty shot earlier on in the game, and he was stopped by Kemper. Will he redeem himself in the shootout attempt? That'll be the question. O'Reilly will carry it ahead. O'Reilly slowly in. Slows in. Shot. Save Kemper! And the first round does not have any goals in the shootout. And he got that barely with a pad, I think, the toe. Panarin, the bread man. Can he score first in the shootout? He's 2 for 4 in the season. A 50% effectiveness in the shootout as Panarin, the bread man. Trying to score first in round 2. Panarin's in. He waits. Backhand stopped by Saros. He read it all the way. And the first 3 shooters have been denied. That one with the blocker, actually. Forsberg will shoot for Nashville. Shooter number 4 in the shootout. Can he do it? 2 for 5 in the season. Forsberg to score first in the shootout. Forsberg backhand. Save made. Kemper again. Big save there on Philip Forsberg as Kemper did not get fooled by the move by Forsberg. That was pretty cool. And he was stopped. Round 3. Trevor Moore, who had the game winner against St. Louis in overtime. Can he get the shootout? First goal of the shootout. He's 3 for 6. Trevor Moore speeding in. Trevor Moore is stopped. And a chance for Nashville to win it right here. That one with the glove, or actually hit the mask, actually. Steven Stamkos, a goal to win it, and a save to extend it. Round 3, he's 0 for 4. Can he break that here? Steven Stamkos to win the game. He missed it wide, and we continue on in the shootout. Round 4. Man, oh man. Kopitar on his night. Can he do it? Anze Kopitar, he's 0 for 1 in the season, but on his night, can he do it for the fans here in LA? Stopped by Saros. And a chance again for Nashville to win it here with the goal. And if Kemper makes the save, it extends to a 5th round of the shootout. They played 9 shootout rounds in the last matchup. And Marchessault, who had been robbed in overtime, he's 0 for 1. Chance to win it. Jonathan Marchessault slowly in. Looking for the game winner in the shootout. He hit the post! We continue on. That's 2 posts here in the shootout. Laferriere, round 5. Shooter number 9 in the game. And in the shootout. This might go all night. Laferriere to score first for the Kings. Nice move, and he missed the net. And the Predators, for the 3rd chance in the shootout, have an opportunity to win it with a goal. Eric Haula trying to get the game winner with a goal to win it, and a save by Kemper would extend it. He's 1 for 1. Can he go 2 for 2? Haula for the game winner. Stopped. Trying to go 5-hole, and we go to round 6. We continue on round 6. Clark looking for the first goal in the shootout. No one has scored. He's 2 for 5. Brent Clark will speed in with the puck. He'll carry it ahead with quick speed. Clark is in. He waits. Nice move, and he's stopped by Saros. Saros read it all the way. And I already lost count, but this is probably the fourth chance that the Nashville Predators have a chance to win this game in the shootout. With a goal to win it, and if the Kemper makes a save, it will be a 7th round of the shootout. Yost looking to win it. Tyson Yost looking to win the game here with a goal. To end the game in the round 6. He's stopped by Kemper. And we go to round 7. All 12 shooters have been denied. And this is cinema. Byfield now. Can he score? Lucky number 7 maybe for the Kings, or lucky number 7 for Nashville. Byfield 0 for 1. Byfield in on goal. Byfield to the backhand. He missed the net. He had Saros beat and he missed it. He skied it high. And Nashville, for the 5th chance, I think, or for the 4th chance now, have a chance to win it here in the shootout. Save extends it to an 8th round of the shootout. But Yossi looks to end this game in round 7. Yossi for the game winner. Stopped by Kemper. We go to the 8th round of the shootout. This game will never end. Round 8 of the shootout. That's unbelievable. Man, oh man. Yo Armia, who tied the game at 4. Looking to get the go-ahead goal here in the shootout in the first one here. Armia is in. He fans on the shot. Can you believe this? 15th shooter denied. And now the 16th. It's coming up for Nashville. Chance to win it. We will see. It's Evangelista. Can he score to get the game-winning goal? Save extended to a 9th round of the shootout. Evangelista 0 for 1. Trying to change that here for the game winner. Backhand. He scores! Nashville wins it in the shootout. They get the extra point, and they win it 5-4. An unbelievable game that's ended in the 8th round of the shootout. And that'll do it. That's your final score, 5-4 Nashville. As Luke Evangelista, shooter number 16 in the shootout, ends it. And we finally get a winner. It seemed like it was going to go on forever. A big goal for Luke Evangelista for the Nashville Predators. Ends the game. Wow, what a game. And that they face each other on April 6th, on Monday. So this will probably carry over into that game too. Well, what a win for Nashville. They almost choked it. They almost choked the game, and the Kings have 19 overtime losses, but they're still in the hunt. So don't go anywhere, because it seems like it will be to the very last. How many times did I hear that he missed the net? I'd guess 5 times. It was a lot. Oh man. Well, I'm glad y'all tuned in at the end of the when the game got real good. Oh my goodness, that is a crazy way to end it. It's almost 1 o'clock in my area. This is unbelievable. So Luke Evangelista gets the game winner, beating Kemper. Shooter number 16 finally beats Darcy Kemper. That'll do it for us here on the NHL on MHS Network. Thank you so much for the compliments. Sub, as we will be covering the Stanley Cup playoffs in just 15 days, maybe some Frozen 4 hockey, and the rest of the regular season of the NHL. Make sure to subscribe, tune in, like, share with all your friends. 5-4, your final. Luke Evangelista spoils the attempt for the Kings in a comeback attempt. We'll be back as we see you next time here on the NHL and MHS. I'm Max. Good night, everybody.